house he died in. Like it's legit followed us.
It's starting back up.
Say that. Oh man.
It says you're live. Okay, so we should be back. We should be back.
16.
Bro, I was fucking scared, dog.
What do you think about the Denver airport?
What do I think about the
I think
Denver
it's
airport?
fucked. You're talking about like the fucking the stone, right? And like the crazy tunnels underneath it. Is that Denver or is that somewhere else? Hello?
I have no idea what that even is. The Denver airport, like the airport in Denver.
Yeah, you're
Like
talking
that-
about
like-
the fucking like the stonemason fucking stone, right? And like all the crazy tunnels underneath it. Is that
I
one,
don't
or am I
know.
thinking of a different one?
Somebody in my background tell me to ask y'all about the Denver.
Yeah, I don't know.
airport.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
if it's the one I'm thinking of, there's like this mason stone there, like right smack in the middle of it, and it's like the way it's geometrically laid out is kind of fucked, and then there's also like these huge tunnels underneath it too.
Oh, that's crazy.
If that's the
alien
one I'm
shit.
thinking of,
I had no idea that shit.
that would have been great for the last podcast.
Yeah.
For the alien
Yeah,
shit?
there's
Or maybe-
there's like
maybe-
a Freemason. There's a Freemason stone there, like the Freemasons.
Maybe the
built
next
it or
maybe the
whatever.
next one we can talk about various other supernatural shit. Not so much ghosts or aliens, but you know,
or like
anything
occultic
else.
stuff in
Definitely,
general.
Yeah,
exactly.
so like
The
an
next one should just be-
all-encompassing.
I'm
The
all
next
about
one,
occult.
the next
I
one,
need
the
to
next
learn
one could
more.
be the next one could be an occult one where we just talk about like
Oof.
dark shit that has gone on in the world, and you know,
Oof.
shit that we might believe in more so not conspiracy, but just like you know,
I'm down to get
occult
into
shit.
some
Weird.
conspiracy, bro.
some dark shit, you know.
I'm down to jump down this rabbit hole.
I'm down to-
But I just know, just know,
demon who is in there.
bro, I
This
haven't
is
even
fucking wrong.
fucking brought up the fucking shadow people yet, bro. I legitimately
talk about
believe in the
100%,
shadow
yeah.
We were
people.
talking about like
I'm,
seeing shit in the bedroom,
yeah.
and I wanted to like make a comment about like I have night terrors, so I hallucinate shit like all
Yeah.
the time.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I've
It's
been
just my
there.
crotch.
I used to suffer from mad
And
night
it's
terrors.
just
That's
like-
part of
yeah,
my
thanks,
insomnia now.
Capcana. Yeah, I've had insomnia for the last 2 weeks. It's a bunch of
Let's
bullshit.
restart now.
Like I like lay in bed for like 5 hours before I fall asleep.
Yeah,
It's
I'm on
trash.
that
I
same
hate
grind.
it.
Shit, I fall asleep as soon as I hit the bed sometimes.
But I'll take insomnia over night terrors, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Night terrors are fucking awful.
My insomnia turns
like, I've
into
seen-
narcolepsy and
at
then
night.
swaps
Oh, that's awful.
because from like the exhaustion for so long, and then my body's just like, all right, you're gonna fucking fall asleep like after being
Yeah, we're
awake for
sleepy
5
now.
hours for the next 4 days, and then you're back to being up for like 28 hours at a time.
Jesus fuck.
But even still, I only get like 3 hours of sleep at a time, and then I wake up, and then I'm up for a couple hours trying to fall back asleep, and then I'll fall asleep for like another hour. It's
But,
pretty
like,
fucked.
One time I saw in the corner of my room this little boy, and he was
Yeah.
just like a shadow of a boy,
Oh
Yeah.
god.
and then like his eyes glowed red, and then he climbed up the wall onto the ceiling,
Oh
and
my
his head
fuck.
did that 360 spin shit, and then the hallucination faded, and I'm like, oh fuck that, fuck that,
Faded, or you stop being as photoreceptive.
Oh, that's insane.
faded because it was definitely a night terror.
What if
Restart
I don't
now,
want to
you
say that. I don't
fucking
want to say
bitch.
that. I gotta stay
What
quiet.
if
Yeah,
it
no.
wasn't?
No, I was gonna say something else that's worse.
Yo, say it. Do
Say
it.
it,
I
go
dare
on.
you. I fucking dare you. Say it.
Is it okay, Locke?
Say it, you pussy.
Yeah, hit me with it. Lock
Wha-
1 point or 2.0.
What if it's still there,
1.5.
but it's just on a plane that's difficult for you to see? Like
Yeah.
it,
I
or
mean, whatever, fuck it.
it's only seen when
If
it
he's
wants
there
you to
all the
see
time, he ain't done shit to me yet. He can fucking sit there if he wants. Whatever.
it. God.
He ain't bugging me. Like, if there's another plane of existence where he can see me and he's like looking at me, like whatever. I'm
Hey,
chill with
what's up,
him.
man?
Yeah, that just becomes normal at
Hey.
that point. Like, he's just there all the time.
Yo,
Fine.
I've legit had moments where I fucking talk to them, but I'm not talking to them. I'm indirectly talking to them. Like I'm talking to myself, but I'm speaking out loud so that they think. So like one time, I don't remember
You're
what it
not
was,
supposed to
dude.
engage them, dude.
I know. Listen. So this is what I do, right? The few times that I do speak out loud after I see or hear something or whatever that's like kind of questionable, like I remember one time I just told I told Potato this yesterday. Fucking I was like downstairs or something. I don't remember what it was that I thought I heard or whatever, and I was like, "Oh shit, that clearly sounds like somebody's upstairs right now. Ain't nobody here but me." So then, but I was in my room previously. I only went downstairs to get something real quick, and then I heard the shit, and I was like, "Fuck." So as I'm going back upstairs, like the only thing I could think of was like, okay, so I'm about to get like close to where the fucking sounds came from so I can get to my room. So I just started talking out loud and I was like, man, I can't wait to fucking play this game of Gears, bro. Like I'm so hyped to turn on the Xbox and start fucking doing this shit. And I'm just like talking to myself out loud in a way that makes them
Distractor shit.
yeah.
I be doing
But I
that,
also
but
wanted them to
not when
think
you
that
think
like
someone talking.
I didn't hear anything and I'm continuing about my day. You know what I mean? Like if they hear me say
I do that,
something,
dude. I actually do
oh,
that, and I don't know if I'm fucking crazy or if it's like
No,
because of an actual tactic. But no, I definitely do the same fucking thing, dude.
I just
I do.
genuinely talk to myself out loud sometimes, like literally talking to myself, like, yeah, I'm about to go do this
Oh,
as
I
soon
do
as
that
I get
too
home.
sometimes.
But
Like,
like intentionally because you feel like
Yeah,
there's something else like fucking
no,
listening
I
and
like
just
the
do
whole
it to
looking
talk to
over your
myself.
shoulder kind of thing.
No, I just do it to talk to myself because I'm fucking weird.
I do it
I don't do it
purposely
with the
sometimes just
idea
to
that like someone's around me. I
hmm
actually don't want someone to be listening to me when I talk.
I
Why
want
are you
them
saying
to
some dumb
listen
shit?
only when I say shit like that. When I'm like, damn, I can't wait to fucking get on Cyberpunk today or some bullshit. So that way they think like, damn, this motherfucker's not paying attention. You know what I mean?
They're
Yeah.
just like, oh dang, I've been hyped about that game for like 20 years.
Oh god.
I can't wait to
It's
watch him play
actually been a
Cyberpunk. I'm
decade.
gonna just sit right behind him, real close, right next to his ear. Maybe breathe softly. Maybe
Uh,
if I tell him what to do, like he'll listen.
I'm glad I chose to hunt this
I'm gonna have
motherfucker.
to tell them like, hey, nobody
Yeah,
likes
this
a
dude's got
backseat
a bunch of
gamer.
cool ass games.
Nobody likes a backseat gamer.
Hey, they're just watching. They're not asking you to do certain things, you know.
Yeah, no, they're just hyped about the game. They're like, "Well, this is awesome."
Listen, I've even thought that if push comes to shove one day and like I was in some situation like other unfortunate souls have been in where like shit is just really aggressive and whatever towards them or something. I've
Yo,
thought
astral project and punch him in the face.
no, I've thought to myself like I'm gonna
I'll
try and
fucking
hold my
bust and
ground a
kill this
bit. I'll
motherfucker
try
right
and hold
now.
my ground a bit before I go seek some kind of fucking spiritual help somewhere.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna be like, hey, look, motherfucker, I need you to chill out, or I'm legit gonna get a fucking priest in here tomorrow, or some Indian dude to come in with some shit. Like, if you don't calm your shits down, I'm kicking you out. Like,
I'm gonna go get Sam and
you're
Dean
like,
Winchester
get the
right
fuck
now.
out of here, or I'm gonna get you the fuck out of here. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, bro. Like,
yeah.
you choose how you want it done. But believe me, if you don't calm the fuck down, I'm going to get somebody. Chill out, guy. You
I'll call
chill.
my boys.
Chill out, bro. I'm
Calling my
going
boys
to
for
call
the
somebody if you don't chill the fuck out.
Yeah, you gotta call the Ghostbusters.
Nah, you gotta call Sam and Dean Winchester.
Yo, just don't cross the streams and you're okay.
Yeah, that's good advice in general. Like,
Yeah, just don't cross the
if
streams.
you're
You're
with
fine.
your boys, don't be crossing streams. Yeah.
Mm,
Uh,
You also don't cross
which is
both.
why I decided to host. Oh yeah, let me re-host right now. Give me a second.
hey, but look, I do have something here, right? I
What do you
have
got
some.
here? Some Stetka.
Yeah, I got that.
I'm waiting on some eggnog and some cognac to be delivered to my house.
Labby, where's yours?
Got
I
that
did
cognac.
shots of whiskey for y'all.
Okay,
Aw.
we're about to
All
take
right,
a
all
shot
right.
right
Ting
now.
ting. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Say that. I'm fucking high.
Yes, sir. All right.
Beautiful.
Fucking high as
Yeah, that'll get
fuck,
your
bitch.
that'll get your mind right to talk about ghosts.
I Alright, so
Being drunk.
another one of my dead
Yeah.
grandfather stories. So boom. So literally, bro. So in the house he died in, right? I lived in the basement, and I shared the basement with my uncle. And right behind our beds was like kind of a bar, and then behind that was the broiler, because you no, the boiler. You always need to have a fucking boiler
Thank you,
room
Zaz.
in a ghost story.
No worries, no worries.
Mhm.
So one night, like maybe a month or two after he died, I swear to God, yo, I'm just fucking laying down in bed trying to fall asleep, and I literally heard someone whisper my name from behind our heads where the boiler
Yeah.
room is. I looked over to my uncle, and mind you, throughout my youth, my uncle used to fuck with me. I used to be
Yeah.
scared to come into the room because he'd be hiding somewhere and he would jump out at me and scare the shit out of me all the time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Pat, and like literally like it didn't move and like stayed like that. And, like for like the next 20 minutes, I knew like he was really asleep, and I was like, yo, I really think my grandfather was here and just like whispered my name.
Yeah.
Cause it was like it was an adult male voice. That's why I thought it was my uncle fucking with me. But yeah, that was also another experience where I think my grandfather was trying to contact me.
True. Yeah, that kind of plays back into how when I was like from the ages of 2 to 5, I'd hear like a female voice calling my name at night trying to go to bed, and it was not my mom because she'd always be like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Please go to bed."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're crazy. You're a little kid. What do you think it was? Do you have any idea of what you
I
think
have
it was?
no fucking clue. I literally have no fucking clue. But no matter like what house I was in, it was like there,
It was always there.
Damn.
And
That's crazy.
that's what I'm saying. When it
and it
follows
wasn't
you,
every
it's
That's
night. It
some
like
was
follow
like
you shit.
it was
Yeah.
like it started like maybe once every couple nights, and then like I vividly remember it, and then it started happening like less and less frequent as I started aging. But yeah, it was still happening. And then yeah, I don't know if I just closed myself off to that kind of shit, or if like I'm at the point where like my cells have just degenerated so much that I can't like perceive that kind of shit, or maybe I'm fucking crazy. But yeah, you never know.
yeah, I definitely don't
You
have
never really
as
know.
many experiences like I did as a kid, but I don't know, here and there I feel like
I still catch shit out of the corner of my
yeah,
eyes though.
yeah,
Yeah,
always,
the corner
always.
of the eye shit.
Yo,
Is
one
it
day
just like
at work,
light reflection? Like who fucking knows?
even one day at work, it was broad daylight. I'm working, there's people around me, and I'm working. I'm at my computer, and like I literally felt like I saw someone run. Like we have like where I sit at a computer, and then maybe like diagonally towards me is like our basement door, at least to the basement. And
Yeah.
like I saw someone out the corner of my eye run down into the basement, like ducked low and ran into the basement. And like I looked around and like no one else saw. I like there was no one there. Like I got up, went to the basement, it was nothing.
I
And
wouldn't
I was
even
like,
have gone
wow.
to the basement. I would have closed the door. Like, stay the fuck down there, guy.
Nah, bro. I was I'm an adult now, so it's like as a kid I was afraid of that
Mm.
shit. But as an adult, don't I honestly think I wouldn't investigate the haunted house, but
Yeah, I'm not that guy, bro.
I mean I can't just go under my blanket
Like
and hide because that shit gonna pull the blanket off me. I'd rather face it head on than
real
get taken by
talk.
surprise.
I'm all about urban exploration, so
Yeah,
I've gone to
Oh
some weird
yeah.
I've
places.
watched
yeah.
so many
You
videos of that shit, dude. It
you
looks
gone to
like
some hot
fun, to be
places before?
honest.
You got to be
I don't know
careful.
about
You got
fun.
to wear the proper respiration, otherwise you can
Get
contract some
Oh,
sick
for
and
kind of
shit.
sure.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, there's
yeah.
a ton of gross shit in that stuff.
yeah,
Like I work in a lot of really old buildings, and like they definitely got like asbestos in the walls and shit like that.
yeah.
And if you have like a
Super deadly.
building that's deteriorating,
Yeah,
it's real not good.
really
Yeah,
not good.
I fucking. You know what I do want to do? I do want to go urban exploring at least once. Well, I mean, I have as a kid, but not to the not to the extent that I would want to.
Yeah,
Like, cause when I was a teenager, there was a group of us that would cut class and we would go to this fucking place called Motor City. And Motor City was like, I'm not sure if it was like some kind of car showroom place or what it was, but I just remember the fucking paint on the front of the building that said Motor City and it showed like some old hot rod style car, but it was a big fucking building. and it was like right next to the train tracks, and on the back there was like a fucking hole in the wall that you could legit just jump through, but some of the building was burned down and shit, and you could just like go through. So like there was some like fucking hole in the ceiling, so some daylight would come in and shit, and you could
Yeah.
legit just go through all the rooms and whatever. But it wasn't. It was that was like still on a very lively street, that abandoned building. It was still on a
Yeah.
lively street, still right next to a train track that it sees like frequent traffic. You know what I mean? It wasn't urban exploration to the point where like it's some fucking abandoned hospital over here that hasn't been used in fucking 100 years and it's just sitting there
Okay,
You
that
gotta,
rotting.
story
you
after you're
gotta,
done.
you gotta bring the
and
strap with you if you go
and
do
that
shit
it
like that,
and that
bro.
it's just out there, and like there's no activity around there anymore, or like an abandoned
Yeah.
village, or you know what I mean. It was still in a very populated area, whatever, so like it's not the same kind of urban
Dude,
exploration.
my
I
phone
want to do
battery is
something
real
that's
low right
like
now.
out there away from shit and just kind of like off on its own, at least one time,
Yeah.
at least once in
Yep.
life.
So
Word.
there's this old hospital that I was born in, right? They recently tore it down, but I myself didn't venture into it because I didn't have like any new respirator
Yeah.
attachments for my mask or anything like that, like for asbestos and whatnot. I would have liked to go in, but anyways, so I had some homies go in there, right? They went and checked out the morgue, but you always had to have
Oh
one
nah.
person standing outside the morgue while people were inside of it because what would happen is the door would shut and it would lock from the outside. So somebody would have to unlock it and like let you back out. It's not a lock that was an automatic lock or anything like that. It would just fucking lock. So one of my buddies actually had was picked up by his backpack into the air and like fucking dropped. Apparently, allegedly. I
What
wasn't
the
there, I didn't see
fuck?
it. But my friends don't bullshit. So uh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. There was also a
Fuck.
wartime bunker that went down as high as the hospital went up, and nobody was brave enough to venture into the old bunker. But yeah, it would have been nice to get some photos of that. But anyways, there's this other place a few cities away from me. It's called the Blue Ghost Tunnel. You can look it up. So what happened was there was a huge train crash. It's by the locks. There was a huge train crash there. Like two trains collided in this tunnel back in the day, and they ended up burying a lot of people on site. There was some graves at the end of the tunnel that is now flooded. They apparently relocated them after a while, but yeah. So people would go into the Blue Ghost Tunnel. They would count to like the 13th truss. That's like helping keep the area up, and they would like light a candle and like say some shit. And apparently, you can get like pictures of like the blue ghost. But I never had any paranormal experiences in there myself besides feeling like I was being watched the entire time. That's the only thing that I had. But yeah, whether that's like just a natural fight or flight thing because of us being like predominantly like afraid of the dark, like Potato said, because we needed that as an evolutionary instinct to be on alert and not be killed during the night as
Is Potato
we
here still? I don't know
were
if she
back
is.
in the day. But yeah, the Blue Ghost Tunnel is pretty interesting. There's this other place in Niagara Falls, Ontario, that I've ventured to again. Like I live like fucking like maybe like 45 minutes from it. So I went to this place called the Screaming Tunnel, and it's said
That
that
sounds
if you go
friendly.
there and you light a lighter, you would hear like a girl screaming, and like we heard some shit. I don't know what it was, but so the story is this young lady was doused in gasoline by like her dad or whatever and set ablaze, and she ran like down a path like into this place to like try to like escape him, and like fucking she ended up falling down in there and like burning to death
Nice.
in this blue ghost tunnel.
Wow.
But Niagara on the Lake and like Niagara Falls are really like like paranormal hotspots. I've
That's
been
what's
wanting to go on a ghost walk, but those are probably postponed for the foreseeable future.
good.
But yeah, if you ever come
Yeah,
through Niagara on the
these
Lake
ghosts not
and
trying to
on
catch COVID.
in like Ontario, in the Niagara region is actually like a pretty sick space to go and check stuff out because that's where Fort George is and whatnot. There's like some paranormal shit that goes on at Fort George.
I definitely want to go somewhere that is
Yeah,
haunted.
definitely.
at least once in life, because I want to at least, I don't know, see or experience something other than like the corner of my eye type shit, or
Yeah.
like, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
so I've
But
got
I only
something
want that
for
shit one time, just one time,
I got something for you.
just to
At
have the
Fort
experience, and then I'm done.
at Fort George, for the ghost walks, there's this area you'd walk through. My buddy was telling me he's been on it. He's like this army vet, right? He's not like a dude to bullshit. He's like 40 years old, like a straight cut guy, like no fucking bullshit. So he would go on this ghost walk, right? And there's this area where like you feel along the wall. And then at one point, uh, he felt like there was like this iron door there that actually doesn't exist.
The
And like
fuck?
he was feeling, and then there was like this fucking iron door, and then like some lights came on, there was like fucking nothing there, dude. It's just a fucking wall. But there's like a lot of weird shit that happens at Fort George, because that was back in the day when like the revolution was happening, and like the war between the British and the Americans, trying to like solidify the borders and whatnot. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're talking
Interesting
ghosts.
stuff.
Yeah. What the fuck does that even mean? To
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
Are we
like there's
talking
an
ghosts?
iron door?
Covenant, we're talking ghosts, we're talking the paranormal.
Los Spookies.
Well, like, I mean, though, like, iron's supposed to repulse ghosts, yo.
Yeah,
Is
it is.
it really?
Maybe
I
not
didn't know
iron,
that.
but there's
Yeah,
some kind of
Yeah.
doorway that like is actually not there. May
yeah.
not
You
have
should
been
always,
iron,
you
but
should
Spectral
always
door.
keep a
something.
iron,
Just go through the
keep a
door,
iron
yo.
thing on you.
See what
Go through
happens.
the door into another dimension.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the best case scenario, honestly.
Another dimension, new galaxy, intergalactic, planetary.
Let's go. You can start
The
over.
thing about the paranormal shit is there's also so many
Planetary
fucking there's also so much video. You could go to YouTube and see so much video.
Videos are not good enough.
Some of it you can genuinely tell is fucking fake, like people edit shit in and whatever the fuck. Like
Or
you
it's
can,
just like
it's so
artifacting.
yeah, it's so clear cut that it's fucking fake.
Yeah.
But other shit is so fucking authentic, or at least authentic looking. Because I mean, you know, maybe it could be faked, but it looks really fucking genuine. There's even people that like that live stream shit. They're like they live
Mhm.
stream like they're in their fucking car and they're like, "Hey, we're going to such and such place, blah blah blah," and they're fucking live streaming and they fucking catch something on live stream, which I feel like is even harder to do. Like if you can catch some bullshit on a fucking live stream, I feel like that's less likely to be manipulated or faked than a video that you can edit after the thing. You know what I mean? To have people
Yeah,
watching in real time
definitely,
at the
definitely.
moment and some shit happens and you see something like peek its head out of a room and then you immediately rush into that room and there's nobody fucking there. How are you going to explain that one to me on a fucking live stream? You know? Like what reasonable explanation can you give on a live stream for that? It happened in real fucking time.
You're right.
I mean, it could be possible it's like all just planned.
I was thinking that too. Maybe somebody could tell their homie like, "Hey, wait at such and such place,"
Yeah,
like,
look,
and
you
we'll
have like, oh, look,
fucking,
we have a
we'll,
plan. Okay, I will swing my camera on the right, and we'll go away from the you like walking right, left to me. Then you will go to the next room or something like that. Maybe.
But the thing is that on some of these live stream things, I have thought that, but I've seen some of these live stream things. Potato, thank you for the host. On some of these live stream things, like somebody will, like I've seen one of some Chinese dude. He comes out in like Nuke's top 5 videos a lot. Him and his friend always do live stream things. So one of the things I've seen is like they were in some building that was abandoned, but it was under construction or something. And so like at one point in the video, something obviously peeks its head through the fucking door. And they don't like turn the camera away or run or anything. The camera is just pointed there. And they walk on over to the room where this thing peaked. And when they go, there's nothing in that room. And it's just a small square room, so it's not like there's anywhere for someone to hide. And
Yeah.
there's no room right next door or right across where anyone could run to. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like when you see something like that, you see some pitch black figure peek out of a door and you can't really see what it is because there's no, like, it's literally just pitch black. There's no fucking features that you can see on it. And it peeks quickly back into the room and you immediately follow and there's nowhere else it could fucking go. Like what the fuck did we just, like, what did we just actually see there?
It was also spooky.
That's the kind of shit that I feel like is pretty fucking genuine because it would be hard. I think it would be pretty fucking hard to fake that kind of effect, especially on a live stream.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for real.
Hmm.
100%.
I second that.
So I don't know, dude. I feel like they're out there, bruh, but we just can't see them unless they want to be seen or something like that.
Yeah. Or like again, like it could have been the fact that like because it's recording equipment, it's like easier to pick that kind of shit up than like just trying to see it with their own like.
With your own
Oh,
eyes, yeah.
do you
Yeah,
think the
because
recording
if they
equipment
not,
can see those other, like, I don't know, I guess
potentially,
like
yeah,
planes
no.
or frequencies or things that we are not capable of
I mean,
seeing with
like
our human eyes?
if
Mhm.
you like, there's IR cameras out there. There's like a whole bunch of other shit that like can pick up stuff that we can't necessarily pick up with our own naked eye.
Yeah.
Then there's stuff that our eyes can pick up that like cameras can't because of how they're structured or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. Though,
It could
nonetheless.
be possible, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
no
goes back
lie,
to
the shit I'm
sorry.
most scared of, though, paranormally, is
Mm.
fucking shadow people. That shit to me is like my
Shadow
number
people.
one thing. So if any of y'all are
Yeah, I
around
mean,
here,
like,
fuck
Yeah, are you
you.
gonna get into explaining shadow
Yeah.
people? Because you
do
never
it, do it, do it.
explained
Yeah,
shadow
I know.
people.
I'll let you take the
Oh
lead on this one.
god, fuck,
You can, I know. I mean, shadow people. You
fuck.
mean like things you see in the shadow?
No, like
Looks
shadow
different,
people, like
or
Look,
shadow people,
I'm
like
I'm
actual
I'm gonna
shadow
look up
people.
a picture
just
or something, right?
Yeah, I'm
Please
sure
don't
y'all have seen this at least once.
curse my PC, you fucking paranormal shit.
okay,
Fucking
when
start
Locke
coming
get
at me.
crashing, then we know he's
Do
fucked.
you need me to cast a blessing on your computer, Locke?
All right, look, here we
Something
go,
he does.
shadow people. Okay, so
Cause I'll hook you up with a blessing, Locke. You are Locke 2.0. I owe you that much.
look, some of these are like absolutely stupid, but yeah, I guess they give you the general gist of what a shadow person is.
Generally, yeah,
Uh,
it's like a shadow apparition that
Like you
like
can see like the silhouette of a
it's
person,
yeah, it's literally a silhouette of a person. Some people speculate that it's like things
but
coming in through like another dimension or like some other shit, but
it looks just like
Okay.
this picture here where like there's zero fucking features. Like even in broad daylight,
yeah, it's
like
literally
there's
just
no
a shadow.
features of clothing, there's no facial features you can read off of it. There's nothing. It's literally just a pitch black humanoid figure that you can't fucking, you can't discern what's what. You just know it's in the shape of a human and it's pitch black. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what shadow people are.
Have
Okay.
you
Yeah,
seen a shadow person, Locke?
I don't know if I have. I hope I haven't. But I've seen them in plenty of fucking videos. And
What if I told you I was a shadow person, but I can toggle it?
oh god.
This isn't VR chat.
I was about to say this is like some I was about to say that this is like some VR chat
Well, no,
avatar
but
shit you
what if
like
like
flick
what
on
if
and
you
off.
actually like knew somebody that had
These
some
aren't
kind of like
shaders.
thing like that, but then like you just didn't know
You mean a
that they had
fucking
that kind of.
shapeshifter?
Yeah, what if you knew a shapeshifter? They just didn't tell you.
I guess he wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't
He
know,
wouldn't.
bro.
They'd have to confess it to you.
And then prove it to me cuz I also
Oh yeah, that's what
I also need some proof. But I don't know. It started as a thing like I just happened to see one in a YouTube video and I was like, "Wow, that's fucking crazy." The fact that
Yeah.
like somebody could shine their fucking light on this thing and it's literally just pitch black, like not even the light pierces it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so pitch black that you can't. Cause
Hmm.
my friend, fucking, her name's Amelie. I showed it to her and she's like, "Oh, that's just somebody with a hoodie or something." Well, I'm like,
No, no,
"Bro,
no,
there's
no.
not a single fucking feature that you can see on this person. You can't see their fucking lips, their eyes, their fucking hair. You can't see where the sweater would even begin. Like where the fuck, you know what I mean? Like what are you can't see the wrinkles in the clothes. It's literally just like a flat pitch black figure and there is a light being directly shown like shined on it. What the fuck do you mean it's just a dude in a hoodie? Like and she tried to argue this with me like, "Oh, it's we could get this effect if we did this and that and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Bro, no, this is a fucking shadow person." And then me just being an idiot because I like to fool around, I was like, dude, you don't believe these fucking shadow people? What the fuck are you gonna do when they run up on you and they run your shit? What are you gonna do when these fucking shadow people run your pockets and they're out here spending fucking shadow money, bruh? And we're
Taking the
Hey, Shadow
shadow of
people,
your
it's
coins
me.
and spending it.
what are you gonna do,
You
bruh?
lose half the
And then
value of your
she's like,
money.
"What the fuck?
Everybody knows
What
half
the
the
fuck
value
is
comes from
shadow
the shadow.
money?" I'm like, "It's the money they stole from you, bro. What are you gonna do when they spend your shadow money, bro?"
Casting shade
And
at
Oh,
you.
you telling me I'm carrying around shadow money?
but you might be,
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah.
So some
Potentially.
motherfuckers stealing my shadow money? Fuck you, shadow guy.
But then
If I
it,
see a shadow person, I'm gonna fucking be
I
throwing
was
hands.
I was like
What do you think of
joking,
that?
right? I turned it into like a funny type thing, but then see, I started falling down the rabbit hole. And I
Yeah.
started, I ended up just watching more and more shadow people shit, and more, and I saw more creepy situations and more fucking like things that were just very fucking unexplainable. Like somebody sees something, they rush into the room, there's nothing there. Somebody's like hearing some weird sounds, they point at a fucking window, they see literally what like a black silhouette. I even seen one where like a dude, he was by a pool and there's like some little sheds outside the pool and he like points to one of the sheds and like this fucking thing is literally coming out of the fucking ground, the silhouette of a, and it's just a shadow. Fucking you can't fucking,
Oh hell yeah!
as some dude, I saw one of like some dude in India in an abandoned village, and the dude was saying that he was like feeling like he was being fucking watched or something, and when he points at one of the fucking windows, it literally like from shoulder up through a window, he's like seeing something pitch black, but there was like very like white, like bright white eyes on it.
Yeah.
And then he decided to stay the fuck away from that house and go to a different house. And as he's
He
walking
saw
to
the
the
same
other
shit.
house, yeah, and then at the other house there's the same shit. And then he's like, okay, this is fucking weird. And then he's hearing sounds all around him. So he's like, all right, I'm going to go to this other fucking house. And he goes to the other fucking house and it's the same shit. And so I'm just like, oh. And then eventually there was just like this thing in me. And I was just like, dude, these fucking shadows, they're out there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They're out there.
Oh, bro.
And they're in the
They're
dark, dude.
watching.
They're in the dark and they're fucking watching you.
Well, yeah, if they're in the dark, then you can't see them because
And
they're
they're
shadow.
going, they will run your shit, bro. They
I
will
watched a
run your
movie
shit,
about.
bro.
I watched a movie about
If
shadow
he gets
people.
my bank account info, I'm gonna come for him. That's all I'm saying.
And now I guess there's just like this weird, deep down subconscious. I tried to keep it in my subconscious fear of them. And I'm just like, nah, stay the fuck away from me, dude. That's the last thing I want to see. Like, of all
Yeah,
the
bro.
paranormal activity that I would ever want to see and engage in or take part of so that I could say that, like, I experienced something and, like, it was cool, whatever, like, I finally got, like, I lived it for a moment. That's the one I
Uh,
don't want. On the whole fucking list, that's the one I don't want.
Honestly, yeah, that shit's kind of fucked.
I
Real
don't
talk.
want to see a pitch black silhouette of a person there.
I mean,
you generally never do.
like,
Mm-mm.
you could potentially see them like fucking out of the corner of your eye and like the corner of your room kind of shit, or like when you're fucking walking down a dark road and you look behind you and you get that fucking hair on the back of your neck standing up, feeling like you're being watched.
Hmm. Yeah, like that I don't need.
Yeah, I don't need any of that shit. I don't want any of that. I don't want.
I mean, like, it could have been my eyes fucking with me, but I swear to God, I seen some shit like that
Look,
underneath the spotlight.
like I'm
Like,
even.
underneath the street light one time walking home from a buddy's place through the country. It was, yeah, I don't know, something that I couldn't explain.
I'm.
I feel that.
Because it was literally like I walked through that area. There's nothing around that could potentially portray that kind of, like, visualization. And then I feel this fucking hair on the back of my neck stand up, look behind me, and it's like there's something fucking there. I like was like, oh fuck, and then I double taked and like there's nothing there. So like I don't know, could be my mind fucking with me. Who knows though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
could be.
could be, but there's always that possibility. It's not your fucking mind fucking with you.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. There's
Are we
always
trying to
that
trick ourselves into
possibility.
thinking that there's nothing there, or like do we just really want to like not take that into
Acknowledge.
consideration?
Mhm.
Like, are we just like kind of like trying to shed that fucking vibe or whatever, or like is there actually like things that we're potentially
Yeah, what is
perceiving
going
that
on
like
out here, bruh?
yeah,
What the fuck?
yo,
There's been
Yo.
mad ambulances.
That's what you hear when you live in the hood,
yeah.
bruh.
Nah, there's a lot of traffic right next to my house. I think there was a fucking car accident on the belt on the parkway.
The only
That's unfortunate.
that reminds me. The only time I
It
think
always
I've
happens.
ever.
They're gonna haunt your shit, bro.
There was one time I was in. This is when I was living in Puerto Rico, and I don't remember
Yeah.
why me and my friend were walking down this
Chupacabra.
road. No. But I did have a experience which I told these guys. I spoke about on the
Yeah,
alien thing.
last week.
Yeah. But it was definitely a different experience from the Chupacabra one, or at least what
Yeah.
me and my grandmother believed to have possibly been the Chupacabra at the time.
Sorry, guys. I have to feed them.
So me and my friend Noel were like in the next neighborhood over, and there was like a shortcut to get to our neighborhood. We didn't have cars or anything at the time in Puerto Rico, um, so we could have taken the main road, which is well lit up and everything, but it would take much fucking longer. It's like the long way around. And the little shortcut is just like some shit through the fucking jungle, because that's all Puerto Rico is, fucking jungle. And so some little shortcut through the fucking jungle, whatever, a little back road, and we'll get there fast, like 15, 20 minutes instead of like 40 to 50, right? So we decided to go, and I remember, dude, like there's like one house, and then there's like a few trees, and we see the road, and then it's just darkness, dude. And the thing about it is that the
Sounds
way
like
the
Puerto Rico.
the way the trees
Sounds
like
like DR too.
and this is not an exaggeration, it was so dark, if you put your hand out just in front of you like this, you couldn't see your hand because the way the trees, there's so many fucking trees, and the way the trees bent, they overlapped each other. They were like an arching thing, and they blocked out the fucking moonlight. So you couldn't even see the fucking nightlight, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so we're literally just fucking walking down this road in pitch darkness. And so we have to turn on our fucking phones. And we're just like with the flashlights on our phones, just fucking walking in the dark. But I think, and me and him were just joking. We were chilling. We were cool. But somewhere halfway down that fucking road, I don't know. I don't remember exactly if we heard something or if we thought we saw something. It could have damn well just been a fucking animal, maybe. Just some shit running around or whatever. But I remember that there was a moment where, like, we definitely were both spooked and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the whole vibe changed. Everything
Yeah.
was different. Like, the vibe was no longer happy, go lucky, like, let's just get through this shit, haha, we're joking around. It turned into, like, okay, I don't feel safe. Like
Yeah.
something's wrong. Let's hurry the fuck up. And we started like picking up the pace and like no joke, we would take turns, one of us shining the front and the other one shining the back. Like because we were like, dude, we just felt like something
Yeah.
was with us. For some reason, there was just this feeling like something's behind us or with like and like it might come at us and we're not going to see it coming if we're not paying attention. And so like we literally just did that. Like I shine back for a few minutes, whatever, and then I'm like, hey, it's you fucking shine in the back now. I'm fucking. And then I was shining in the front, and I feel a little more calm because it's the front, And he's shining, and we just kept switching like that till we finally, bruh. Then we finally saw like the light coming between the trees further on
Yeah.
down, finally, and we were just like, let's book it. Let's just get the fuck out of here, dude. And we ran
So,
out so fast, bro.
yeah, that kind of like, how I was talking about earlier with that apparition that kind of appeared like 7 foot tall, long black hair, scraggly dress, in front of the path underneath the bridge with me and my friend Randy. So we had the same fucking like heaviness feeling like, yo, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, we don't feel safe. But I want you to right now look up the Wendigo and read off the definition of it right now.
Oh wow, you saw
Oh
that's what
god.
you think it was?
No, but there's been a
Oh.
lot of sightings around like southern Ontario. Like the Wendigo is like how the chupacabra is like
Mhm.
indicative to like where you used to live. The Wendigo is something that's like relevant within southern Ontario, and you should check it out. Read it off for everybody.
Well, I know Wendigo used to be a person.
Yeah, I forgot who
Wait,
was
wasn't a
telling us
Wendigo
about it.
someone who used to be a person then
Yeah,
like
I think Rye was actually explaining.
That like it's a person who eats human flesh, and then
Ah, I
like
know what you mean. Yeah.
Yo,
dude,
bring up
like
an image of a
fucking
Wendigo.
they
Bring
This
up
is
get
multiple
they
technically
images.
like
about the
end up
game.
getting to
Oh
the
my
Fucking
god,
to
he
the
lives.
Marcel is
family, like
back.
he converts the kid,
Yo,
and
I
then the
was
mom
here the
has
whole
to like
time.
go
I was
out
just not
there.
talking.
Yo,
Wow, that's trash.
Wow, Marcel.
Oh, hey
So you don't even care about
Marcel,
us.
hey
going
Marcel,
Hello.
long time no hear.
Yeah,
Where'd
I
you
was
go,
working on my
Danny?
avatar the whole time.
Fucking
No
Marcel.
worries.
Trying to figure shit out, man.
It's
Listen.
your time. Bro.
So
They
can't
Locke.
believe you do me like that. Yeah, you can just call me
Yeah,
Locke. The other Locke is
Locke.
fake.
The better Locke.
Wow, she's the better Locke.
Do you mean the move from Crypt
Can you see
TV?
my selfie? Sorry, what?
Do you mean the move from Crypt TV?
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'll have
but
to.
Another one.
1 second, I just had to refresh. All right,
Well,
there
but
you
it was from Crypt TV because there was like one scene from Crypt TV, like the one guy eating
Yo, if you
another
want,
human being,
you can send that link over to me and I can read it off if you
and
want.
then he's turning into an Wendigo.
I'll send it to you.
It's a kind of Wendigo.
Yeah, the game Until Dawn is also basically about Wendigo.
Drop
Yeah,
the link.
actually,
Okay, there we go.
I
Yeah,
think
I'll read it
I
off.
think I was thinking about too. Doesn't Until Dawn have Wendigos? I could swear.
Yes, the
don't
one
know.
chick
Alright,
that
alright.
like thing.
So,
I think that was about Wendigos. But I don't know.
Wendigo
bicyclist.
is a
Oh, that
mythological
was-
creature or evil spirit from the folklore of the First Nations Algonquin tribes based in the northern forests of Nova Scotia, the east coast of Canada, and the Great Lakes region of Canada and the United States. The Wendigo is depicted as a monstrous, malevolent spirit with some characteristics of a human spirit who has possessed a human being. Its influence is said to invoke acts of murder, insatiable greed, cannibalism, and the cultural taboos against such behaviors.
Ooh.
The creature's legend is name. Oh, wait 1 second. The creature lends its name to the controversial modern medical term Wendigo psychosis, described by psychiatrists as a cultural bound syndrome with symptoms such as an intense craving for human flesh and fear of becoming a cannibal. In some
The
indigenous
fuck?
communities, environmental
Jesus.
destruction and insatiable greed are also seen as manifestations of Wendigo psychosis. Etymology. The word appears in many Native American languages and has many alternative translations. The source of the English word is the Ojibwe word Wendigo. In the Cree language, I can't pronounce that, also translated Wetiko. Other translations include Wendigo, 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 Windigo, so on and so
Damn.
forth. It's like fucking 15 or 20 different fucking pronunciations of plural form. Wendigo gog. It's also spelled Wendigogog, or
The
Wendicoku.
the fucking
The more you say
They
it,
love
the
both.
closer
Has
that you
been
is
reconstructed
Wendigo
as
gang.
Wenektowa, which may have meant
Wendigo.
owl. Ooh, owls.
the
Hey,
fucking
hey,
Wendu squad. You
podcast,
heard?
podcast. Yeah. Parallels. The Wetchugay is a similar being that appears in the legends of Athabascanan, people of the northwest Pacific coast. It too was cannibalistic. However, was characterized as enlightened with ancestral insights. Description: the Wendigo is part of the traditional belief system of a number of Algonquin-speaking peoples, including the Ojibwe, the Saltux, the Cree, the Naskapi, and the Innu. Although although descriptions can vary somewhat, common to all these cultures is the view that the Wendigo is a malevolent, cannibalistic, or supernatural being. They were strongly associated with winter, the north, coldness, famine, and starvation.
Yeah, that's what I've heard
Yeah,
a
so
lot.
human wendigos, cannibals. In some
The
traditions, humans have
cannibalistic shit.
overpowered by greed could turn into wendigos. The myth thus served as a method of encouraging cooperation and moderation. Other sources say that wendigos were created when a human resorted to cannibalism to survive. Humans could also turn into wendigos by being in contact with them for too long. Taboo reinforcement ceremony. Among the Assiniboine, I probably slaughtered that, the Cree, and the Ojibwe, a satirical ceremonial dance is sometimes performed during times of famine to reinforce the seriousness of the Wendigo taboo. The ceremony known as, I'm going to try to pronounce this, but my apologies for butchering it, Wendigo Kanzehimowen, was performed during times of famine and involved wearing masks and dancing backwards around a drum. The last known Wendigo ceremony conducted in the United States was at Lake Wendigo
That we
of
know of, anyway.
Star Island of Cass Lake, located within the Leech Lake Indian Reservation in northern Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Pretty
Yeah, they
long.
definitely would have a Wendigo.
all the shit I've
There's
heard about
also a section here
Wendigos
as a
is all the
concept or
cannibalistic shit.
metaphor.
And I think
Yo,
that's what Rye was
look up a
telling
picture
us
of it right
last
now.
time too. Rye was saying something
Check out
about
a
like
picture.
how if you ate somebody else, you would become one or something like that. And Lead
Well, that's what he's
Alpha,
saying. You could also become one out of
yeah,
becoming a cannibal.
Lead
Out of
Alpha
like
in the
trying to
chat
survive.
also said a Wendigo is a human who became a cannibal, and that made it superhuman or some shit.
Well,
Yeah,
that's one
yo,
of the theories
look
that
up
they
some
say.
pictures. But apparently they stock the forests here in southern Ontario and other places.
I can see that.
You should definitely check out some pictures of it right now, just for shits.
That reminds me of the rake shits. The fucking
Yeah, it's kind of like
people.
a rake. Yeah, it's kind of likened to a rake.
I wonder if those are real too.
Yeah, honestly.
The fucking rake people.
Yo, we should
There's
look
so
up
much
some rake shit
shit
as
out
well.
there.
I'm gonna quickly look up the definition of rake.
There's so much shit out there.
Indeed.
Give me a second. How do you spell rake? Because I'm just getting the Borderlands flying shit.
I think it's
Rake.
R-A-K-E, right?
Oh fuck yeah! So the rakes were actually what I was thinking of when I was thinking of when to go look up the rakes right now, an image of them, and
Yeah,
bring
they're
it up
like
on
super
stream.
fucking skinny and like they're definitely like
Yeah,
humanoid
check it out,
kind of
check it
shit.
out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Put it up on stream
Rake. Oh yeah, I've
right
seen
now.
this plenty of
All right,
times.
pull
in
that up.
fucking,
Pull that up, and then I
like,
will
YouTube videos
read
and
it
shit.
off for spooky effect. Yeah, so these creatures that you're seeing on screen right now, the rake is a creature believed to be a humanoid in appearance, with several references in folklore and horrific urban legend, originally appearing on the internet On creepypasta, the creature reportedly attacks humans due to unknown reasons and often causes its victims great psychological trauma. Several theories as to the first development of the rake point towards the internet threads and online discussions. However, due to alcoholism, allusions to a creature known as the
Fucking
rake can
Lavi.
be found well before these sources could have developed the idea. The rake has also been tied to alternate figures such as the Slenderman, an internet meme and subject of several video games based on ancient folklore referencing an unnaturally tall and skinny man mysteriously lurking in the woods. Hey, shout out to the original story that I put up earlier about how there was this thing with like fucking pushing down trees and shit. It actually had some weird tentacly arms. Not even capping. I can pull up Randy and get her confirmation. It is theorized that the rake could possibly be a proxy of Slenderman, subject to its own self-mutilation and psychological disorders. A YouTube channel showing images and footage captured of the rake was closed down. But if you search the rake caught on tape, you will find a half-hour video showing you these episodes. Reproduction by the culture is
Oh yeah, I think I've
like
seen that
what is
actually.
imagined and visualized in the scenes depicted in sci-fi films such as Alien, Past and Present. The humanoid life form was never detected to be mammalian nor reptilian. Yet, in a recent video clip on YouTube, the YouTube video clip clearly exhibits and shows how the creature reproduces by opening the host's mouth and releasing its protozoaires ingested by the French kissing. By exchanging fluid, the elongated
What?
cylindrical protozoaire moves into the host as the creature grasps around the mouth cavity to ensure its smooth, rapid movement into the esophageal tract downward.
What? This
Then the
sounds like
rake
some
releases its
alien
grip of the
shit right now.
host with the protozoaire nesting inside. The gestation period is probably lengthy and horrific, although scientifically no stranger than seeing the presence of horsehair parasites living inside a praying mantis by placing it in water. Yet this is not a worm parasite, but a living pupa which evolves into a fully developed humanoid rake, though perhaps being somewhat more speculative to nature what the protozoaire function is inside the host while it is growing and changing. Yeah.
That's
So that's just like monster.fandom.com. But yeah. So apparently, like the Wendigo is kind of likened to this rake creature, and there's apparently like this shit in the woods around Ontario, which is fucked. But that being said,
it's literally in
it's
your
all very
neighborhood.
Yep. it'd be running up on you.
It's literally in your neighborhood, bro.
Stealing your shadow money.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's like a golem like
Chill,
monster
bruh.
for all those
I
for
believe
all
in
those
shadow money. I strongly believe in shadow money.
true.
Do you believe in young money?
You know what? I'll take it as far as believing in young shadow money.
Damn, it's a young one.
Oh wait, it says you've gone offline again. Exiting host mode. Wait, that's probably my old stream. Give me a second. Refresh. Nah, yeah, we back. Nope. I'm not hosting. What the fuck? Is your stream still up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Here, let me
Yeah,
try
Is
this
it?
again.
Oh yeah, it is. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm gonna message real quick. I don't know. What's it called? This. You know, the only other paranormal experience that I think I've ever had that is worth talking or mentioning about from my life, aside from like the tapping on my shoulder thing that one time,
Yeah.
which was long as fuck ago, and like little corner of the eye type shit, is I remember one time I was in the Boy Scouts, all right? Your boy was a Boy Scout.
Aw.
I was a fucking Boy Scout. All right,
Adorable.
I was a good little scout, and Like I think every month or every other month, I can't remember correctly the time, but we would do like a camping thing in the fucking woods, and the drive was like I think like 2 hours or something like that. But they would always rent like this fucking cabin, and that cabin was like out in the shit somewhere, and we would just be in the woods. And for the weekend, we would just do scout shit, like fucking chop some fucking trees, whatever, like some log shits that were already on the ground, like fucking chop them,
Yeah.
set up our tents, start a fire, cook some barbecue shit, go on a hike, like whatever. Like look at plants and fucking figure out what's what and shit like that. Um, and I do remember on one of my trips up there, I had a fucking buddy with me in the tent at night, and like you could always hear like like movement, I guess, because of the wind blowing the fucking trees and the bushes and whatever the
It's a
fuck.
rake.
So you always hear some little bullshit movement, whatever. But there was one night, and it was cold as fuck that night too. I remember
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
in
perfect weather
fucking
for a rake.
bruh, it was insanely fucking cold that night. And I remember I
Way
was
to go.
in double sleeping bags. That's how fucking cold it was. It was in double sleeping bags. I remember I had double socks on, and I was like heavily dressed, bruh, in double sleeping bags, trying to stay warm. And so was my boy. And I remember that like we were hearing like some twigs or some shit, like it, sound like wood being kicked around or being stepped on or something. It
Yeah.
went away, whatever. And me and him are just talking, and then we could hear like some kind of movement nearby the tents again a little later. And then it got to a point where I didn't see as much as Mike says he saw, but I don't know if it was a thing of the wind and maybe a thing of his fucking imagination, or maybe he genuinely saw that. But at one point, tents start shaking,
Yeah.
and our tent was shaking. And I was, of course, like I was only 13 or 14 at the time, so I was fucking shook. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? He says that on his side of the tent, I didn't look over to his side because I was just like, fucking, oh shit, like, what, why, like scared as shit. He says that he saw the fucking, like, thing of, like, hands, like, because the
Yeah.
tent materials is fucking thin, and so he said that on his side he was seeing hands like pushing the fucking
Yeah.
tent,
Mhm.
and so the tent stopped shaking right after, I don't know, a minute or two. It didn't last too long, and then me and Mike, like, just we were like whispering a little bit, like, what the fuck was that, blah blah blah, whatever. He's like, I don't know, but I saw some hands on the fucking tent. So then I thought maybe it's just the other fucking guys fucking with us, right?
Yeah.
Because we do some dumb shit to each other. We do some dumb shit while we're up there, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's just some of the other fucking guys like fucking with us, whatever. It's nothing, all right? Like, you know what? Next time the fucking tent starts shaking, if it happens again, like, we'll just fucking go out there, you know? And that's exactly what happened. Like, I
Oh
don't know
my
how
god.
much longer, I don't know how much longer after, but it seemed like a fucking while. And then the tent started shaking lightly again. And so then Mike was like, hey, we going out there? Like, what are we? And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. And so, like, we're like unzipping it, like trying to be all quiet as shit. And then Mike was just like, just open it, just open it. So I just fucking open it. The tent's not shaking. We're out there. Nothing.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's a fucking way to go.
And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's just the fucking wind. So we're like, fuck it. You know what? We'll just talk to the guys in the fucking morning. And we'll see if somebody was fucking with us or what. When we asked the guys in the morning, they told us that they thought we were fucking with them. because their tent was shaking at random times of the night too. And so everyone was just kind of like in this thing the next day of like, uh, so what the fuck actually happened then last night? Like, what's like if everybody thinks that we were all fucking with one another and everybody's shit was shaking. And so then we were just like, all right, whatever. We're not gonna figure this out. We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that, bruh.
Don't worry about it.
But I will tell you that I don't remember a fucking Boy Scout camping trip after that one. I don't remember one after that one, ever. I don't think I went to another one, dude. I think that experience was enough to cut off my fucking. And I used to really love those shits. I used to be so excited. I think my mom used to have to pay like 20 or 30 bucks a month or something like that for the trip,
Yeah.
like for supplies, like, you know, for food, whatever. But, yeah, I just didn't go back to that. After my tent thing was shaking in the middle of the night and nobody knew what the fuck was going on, I was just like, no thanks, mom. I don't want to.
Well, fuck that shit.
I don't want to camp anymore, mom. I'll go to the scout meetings in the church basement every Wednesday like I'm supposed to, but that's it. Fuck the woods.
Very shit, yo.
Yeah, they really are though. Like 100%.
I like grew up like playing in the woods my whole childhood, and like you talk to folks that like aren't used to that sort of thing, like forests, and it's like there's weird noises that come from the forest all the time,
Yeah.
like inexplicable noises, and you just don't go look for it. You get these people that are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go look, like try to find out what it is. It's like, no,
Nah, have
nobody who
fun.
lives next to a forest goes out. and
What's
looks at it.
never heard from
Yeah.
again.
You're just like, yep, that's what it is. You know, that happens all the time. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like, have fun, guys.
I don't.
Maybe see you tomorrow. Just maybe.
Maybe see you never.
I don't fuck with that stuff, dude. Like I just like if something paranormal or something that seems questionable is happening, I just go into that self-defense mode shit where I'm just like, don't say nothing, don't do nothing, don't acknowledge it, just pretend that you're fucking fine, everything's okay. I'm gonna grab this cup of coffee and keep it pushing. That's it. Just keep it rolling. I think that's kind of saved me. I don't know. Possibly, maybe. I mean, now I'm fucked because I'm saying it. So, if anything has been listening to me today, then they know my secrets.
Yes, every spirit that's angry at us, please go to Locke. It was his fault.
Shut the fuck up.
Other Locke, not this Locke. The other
The
Locke.
man Locke.
Yeah, the dude Locke.
Man, the dude Locke.
He said, yeah, well, let's talk about fucking ghosts. I mean, not fucking ghosts. I mean, yeah. You
Yeah,
know
no,
what I
he
mean.
probably, it's like that part
Take
of the
another shot.
where he's
Oh,
a fucking DJ from
Hey.
the
Take
Ghost.
another. Oh no.
yeah,
Yeah.
chat said to take another shot, guys.
I'm the type of fucked up individual that would take a book and a headlamp
fucked
to
up
a
guy.
graveyard at night to just
Oh
fucking
my
chill because it's
God.
nice and quiet. But it would always be super uncomfortable, and I'd leave after like an hour because I would just like feel all the hairs standing up on my neck, and I'd be like, nope, this is too fucked. See you later.
I've actually always
Mind
wanted
you,
to go to
when
a
I'm able to
graveyard
shut
at
that
night.
shit out, it was super fucking peaceful. But yeah,
I've always wanted to go to a graveyard at night, and I actually have one that's pretty close, like only like 3-4 blocks away,
yeah.
that I could go to if I legitimately wanted to.
There's
But
a lot
I'm
of cool.
but I'm also
cool,
genuinely
like,
afraid of something
sights.
being there.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
Yeah,
nothing's gonna
well,
come
there's
out.
I don't
gonna
want
be
to
a lot
see
of
some.
bodies
Hermetically
there.
sealed 6 feet under. So
I don't want to
But,
see something like walking across the graves or something like standing at a grave or whatever in the middle of the night.
It's
Because
why that
then,
people visit graves, man.
Just do it. It's funny there.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be
yeah,
a cool
it'll be
time.
fine.
Let's do
It'll
it,
be
bro.
fine.
what if
And
I
so,
went to
so
that
for-
graveyard and I live streamed me being there to
Yeah, I was
y'all,
just about to
and
say,
y'all
we'll
saw
fucking
some
live
shit?
stream together. We'll
Huh?
fucking
I
don't
would say
care.
I would
live
donate.
Bro, I don't give
I
a
would
fuck.
donate and would say please do a Fortnite dance.
Yeah, do a Fortnite dance.
That would
Like
be
there'll
great.
be like a shadow figure in the background, and somebody will be like, "Do a Fortnite dance."
Oh,
Okay. You know how we're gonna do that? We're gonna like start a Discord call on like my computer or whatever, or like your computer, probably not yours though, because your internet likes to fail and you won't be at your computer. But we'll create alternate Discord accounts to call and like be in a call with whatever one's being live streamed from like OBS, and we'll just be
Oh
in
yeah,
like
yeah.
separate graveyards, just hanging out, talking.
Oh god, dude. That'd be so crazy. You know what I'm most afraid of,
Very
dude?
crazy.
What
Yo,
not
what
just
do
the
you
shadow
afraid of?
people, but some crazy shit that I have seen in YouTube videos only once or twice. I've only seen that once or twice.
Oh yeah,
But
take another shot. Take another shot. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, before I say this, hey,
Okay.
Do I have
3, 2,
to?
1.
yeah,
Let's go.
well, chat requested it, so I
Ting
think I
ting.
think
Yeah.
we should honor chat. Oof.
The face.
Looks like some tasty stuff, Locke.
Sorry, I was dealing with my food. Here, I take my shot.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Do your thing.
All right, so
Good
the
chat.
the other thing is, hold on. I don't want to like ever. Okay, so I do want to like experience some kind of paranormal shit or something, right? At some point, and I want to like
Yeah.
take my phone or whatever because I want to record. Because sometimes, like in videos, you'll see shit that like something was in a corner or it peaked or whatever, but or it sometimes it's even right in front of them or right next to them or something,
Yeah.
but somehow they physically just don't fucking notice it. They don't see it, but
Yeah.
the camera picks it up. I would hate though that I fucking put my phone in selfie mode and I'm
Yeah.
recording
And
me
there's something behind
You
you.
and
see
I
something
see
behind
something
like you.
behind
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. Bro, dude,
At that point,
honestly,
I don't think I would be able to mentally acknowledge it and keep quiet. Like at
yo,
that point, I
no,
think I
I'd
would
be
be
like,
like, "Oh my fucking god!" And I would be like, "Dude,
and that's when
mm."
it gets you.
I
It's like
just,
it's like the movie Shutter, where like the dude has like he has neck pain and neck pain and neck pain, and he finally turns the camera on himself, and there's a dead chick sitting on his shoulders. Yeah.
and I seen that in a fucking YouTube video, dude. Some guy was like in some fucking supposed haunted house in some fucking far off country because he wasn't even speaking English, but they had like subtitles at the bottom, and
Yeah.
like some activities happening, like doors closing, the fucking window things like opening, window shutters opening, closing, whatever. Uh, but at one point, he's like, he finds a mirror in one of the rooms, and the room that he's in is just a fucking square. All the walls and everything are painted just completely white, right?
Yeah.
And he
Fuck, my
like
voice is cracking.
he feels like he's seeing something in the mirror. So
Yeah.
like he shines his light in the mirror, and then while he's still looking at the mirror, like pointing his camera at the mirror, he'll shine the light behind him in the room like that. Like bring the flashlight over him and just shine the light,
Yeah.
and then back in the mirror, and then around him, and he's just doing that. And at one point, when he fucking brings his flashlight back around to the front to shine the light directly in the mirror, a whole fucking face comes over his shoulder and like looks through.
Yeah.
And the guy immediately turns the fuck around with both the light and the camera, and he's like looking around and he's scared as shit. And there's nothing in that fucking room with him. Nothing. And I thought that was horrific, dude. Like, if
Yeah,
I
honestly,
saw
that's
that
some
shit
fucking scary
in a
shit.
mirror that I was looking in, I'd go fucking nuts. I'd be
You
like,
need to
fuck.
add some like crazy
Like,
special effects. Just watching that fucking would make my skin crawl. Just hearing about it is making my skin crawl. All the
I'd
fucking
be
hair
like,
standing on my
bro,
body right
fuck
now.
this shit, I'm out. You know?
Fuck that shit about.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
What was that old meme? The
Gone.
fucking, oh, hell no.
Oh hell
Hell
no.
no.
I'm
Oh
gone.
hell no.
I'm gone, dude. I'm fucking gone, bro. That's where I draw the line. Like, nah, you is right behind me. Fuck that. Fuck that. And I seen it in the Chinese live streamer dude's thing too. He decided to go to
Damn.
some fucking abandoned house by himself that time and not with a friend. Not with his friend like he
No,
normally
you
does.
gotta have somebody. You gotta have somebody with you.
and he was
If you
like
want to do some
seeing
real
shit
you
and
don't have
hearing
anybody with
shit.
you, but you gotta have somebody with you.
And at one point, he decides to fucking like turn the camera on himself,
Yeah.
and some fucking old lady like peeks over his shoulder for a moment, and he fucking like lost his fucking shit and was
Hey,
like,
grandma, how you doing?
he lost his shit and he booked it so fast. And I was just like, dude, I don't even fucking blame you. Could you imagine
Honestly.
what it's like to think that you're alone, to like it's a
Yeah,
fucking
I can't.
abandoned house in the middle of the fucking woods, and you think you're alone, and then you point your camera at you and there's somebody behind you. That's nuts.
Fucked up day, honestly.
Need that in my life.
Phew. Fuck.
I wouldn't be able to, bro. But I know that Marcel could. I know that Marcel could. Because Marcel still has fucking pure. Marcel's innocent protects him. It shields him from evil.
Yes, sir. Hey, Marcel,
Innocent
you wanna
soul.
share some of that innocence?
Marcel is innocent, bro.
No.
Marcel is the most
Nope.
innocent.
He
Marcel
all
is
that
the
shit.
most
Oh my
innocent,
God.
pure-hearted being that I know, bruh.
What kind of do
That's
you have
Cap.
on Marcel?
You should see him in my DMs. Marcel,
What did he say?
Marcel, god damn it, Marcel, come on.
what are you doing in her DMs, Marcel?
And whose DMs?
In
Locks.
Locke's DMs.
What are you doing in
I
Locke's
I
DMs,
don't know
Marcel?
about.
Spill the
fuck?
dirt.
Huh?
Okay, I need to look in the DMs first. Hold on.
Hopefully you haven't done anything that I haven't done.
Okay, now she's okay. Okay, look. I see.
What does that
Okay.
mean? What does
I
okay
mean, we were
mean?
talking about a handyman.
A handyman?
A handyman?
You're trying to give him a handyman? That's fucking weird.
Shucks.
Oh my god.
We were talking about. Well, she was sending me a lot of this. We were talking about this one night, like this one a podcast. Yuri. I don't know.
Oh.
Aliens?
Eerie.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yo, Sean, what the
Mhm.
fuck is your cat looking at, bruh?
Yeah, yo,
A ghost.
Yeah,
He's like
Yo,
over your
what's
shoulder,
going
just
on
like
over
looking down at something. Just
Come on.
right now,
Did
Locke?
you saw that? Come on.
yeah. Now he's looking at you like, do you see this?
Like, come on, man. Help me.
It's probably some kind of like the English. It's probably some kind of infrared signature on the wall or something that the cat's picking up. Because, like I was saying before in the first part of the podcast before the stream crash,
Oh
was
yeah,
like
he be seeing
the
shit, bro.
photosensitive cells, photoreceptor cells in the cat are more dense and are on a different like wavelength than like what we can perceive, and they're always tripping out. Literally, they're always tripping out. It's like they're on acid 24/7.
Nah, he be
That's
seeing
why,
shit, bro.
you know what? That reminds me, like the fucking paranormal videos that be having animals included, and you be seeing the reactions of cats or dogs.
Yeah,
Those
like
shits
birds,
are also
they're
feel
like
very
freaking
fucking
out.
genuine to me. Like when a
Yeah,
dog is
honestly,
like
the
looking at
dog
a
just stop and
fucking
they're like,
yeah,
yeah,
or like when a dog like goes near a dark space and then he comes back and he's fucking whining
yeah,
or something.
like walking backwards.
And so that kind of shit also makes me feel like there's something there, dude. Like there's
Yeah,
no way that this animal is just randomly fucking
dogs
scared
have
of.
like a less dense amount of
Mhm.
photoreceptor cells. They only see in like certain wavelengths, but still, like
Like there has to be something that when animals are involved, I just feel like it's a lot more genuine. It's a lot more
yeah, 'cause, like
believable.
honestly,
It's a lot more
animals are a
believable.
lot more receptive. Even like with like energies and shit, they're a lot more receptive to like everything. Like they'll go up to somebody and they'll fucking hate somebody for no reason, or like they'll go up to somebody and that they've never seen before. Like let's say like a dog or cat they've had negative experiences in the past with a certain gender, and like they'll go up to
Oh
that person,
yeah,
like fucking love them, even though they would typically fucking growl and like harass that gender
that
because of
gender.
um their past like yeah their past interactions prior to like
I've
meeting that
seen
individual.
stories
But
about
then
that.
yeah, they'll like be like, no, like this person's actually like fucking chill, or like, no, this person's like absolutely toxic.
That's crazy how
Yeah,
an animal can do that. How
they
like an
pick up on
how like an
energies and
animal
like
could come to fear an entire
they can,
fucking
yeah, they can
gender.
smell your fear.
How they can like be afraid of a whole gender just because of like a bad experience with one or two. But at the same time they can like kind of read you and your intentions and stuff, and if you're
Yeah,
a genuinely good person, they kind of
they're
like
very
just
receptive.
know. Yeah, it's crazy. I think that's crazy that they can do that. I wish we could do that.
Yeah,
Mm.
that'd be cool.
We would be
We
able to
we
have
have
Very
so
no.
cool.
much we would be able to have so much more fucking genuine relationships in general with fucking family, friends, and significant others if we could genuinely read people's true intentions and what they really are. You know what I mean? If we
Yeah,
could sense
Yeah.
and feel and read what they really are, man, so many less people would be hurt by so much shit.
Mhm. That's a fact.
Oh god, it would be nice.
Yeah, that's a perfect world.
Yeah, unfortunately. But you know what? We learned some lessons from the bad shit too, so I guess it's
yeah,
not
no,
all.
definitely,
I've definitely
definitely.
learned
Mhm.
some good lessons from bad shit. So,
Yeah, of course.
It's all about learning, being able
Yeah,
to take your situations and apply them to future events.
yeah.
but you know what? You know who has actually taught me a lot of shit?
Yeah,
Locke.
What? Sorry?
Locke has taught me a lot of shit, bruh.
About what?
About life, about
Life.
me.
Dang, that's crazy. I was just gonna say, like, I've had people. I can't remember the exact like instance, but I've had people who have animals that are like, that don't like men.
yeah,
Um, but they've been chill with me, which is like kind of affirming in a weird way. Cause I'm trans, so
Mhm.
it's like, oh yeah, me not guy, dog recognizes, you know?
yeah.
Except
Oh
for
man.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. What have I taught you? I've taught you nothing. What are you talking about?
I don't know, bruh.
Mhm.
Them DMs. Nah,
Those
Mm,
DMs.
Yo,
Oh,
dude,
I
the way
play,
Locke
I
said
play,
his
man.
name on
so what that
Marcel
mouth
is
do?
that
Whew.
definitely not like
I
wholesome
play,
in
man.
Locke's DMs. What about the other Locke and the other Locke's DMs?
Ooh,
What you
a
be
lot of
talking
crime.
you see,
Locke 2.0 is definitely a thirsty thought.
no, I'm
You
not,
can.
bro. Oh my god,
Mm,
bro,
mm,
bro,
really?
Okay,
bro,
okay, bring it back,
For
turn normal.
sure?
bro. Don't do me like
Oh
that, bro.
man.
Dang.
Don't do me like that, bro. I am not, bro.
You're a
Oh
little
man.
thirsty, Hans. That's
you are.
okay.
It's
No,
all fine.
I be thirsty with
It's
all of
all
y'all because
fine.
y'all are my homies. I be putting the
Uh
fucking
huh.
I be
Yeah,
tagging y'all
sure.
with all them
You gotta
orgasm
kiss the homie.
emojis and shit.
Uh huh.
You
Yeah.
gotta kiss the homie.
Totally for show.
Yeah, bruh. Did you see me and
Yeah.
Labby hugging each other and shit just last night? Or was it the night before,
What?
Labby? With the
That
in
sounds.
fucking
That
in
sounds
the
real good.
oh, and it was in the 18 and over chat too, by the way.
Oh, dang. Well, I'm gonna be real with
Oh
you,
shit.
Locke. Like, I'm drunk, so I don't remember jack shit. So,
Yeah, me and oh, Marcel the other night talking about shit that
I mean,
Marcel.
Marcel is also a thirsty thought, so this is not surprising.
Yeah, but it's all love. It's all
Very
love. It's all love
awesome.
between the homies. It's all love
Innocent.
between the homies. Marcel, when
Yeah.
me and you were using the fucking anime bot, and Marcel put a
I don't know
fucking
what are you
thing,
talking about.
he was.
Mhm.
I don't even want to say the stuff he did with that anime bot, bruh.
Damn.
I don't know what
shit.
you're talking about.
Oh shit.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
okay.
Bring it
if
back
if if
to the topic,
look,
paranormal.
I just want to say this one last thing, right? If y'all scroll
Yeah.
up through general chat before Marcel deletes it, there is a post where Marcel put that says you didn't see anything, and it was because some shit was deleted. You heard?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I deleted something now.
Okay. So, you heard? It's all homie love. You feel me? It's all homie love.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's get
Are you
back to
sure about that?
let's get back to these fucking ghosts, guys.
All
Let's get
right, yo.
back to these
So,
fucking ghosts.
yo, there's actually a really cool Wendigo map in VR chat. We should check out sometime.
I
It's
didn't
like
know
really
that.
creepy. You have to go and like find
You
some
been
shit.
there
You have to
already,
find the
or
lost
you've just
children.
like
Yeah,
seen
no, I've
videos?
been there. You have to go find
Ah,
the lost children
I
while the
mean
Wendigo stalks you. There's also rakes that are a part of it too, and it's pretty fucked. But
that's really that's it. This horror movie was from the Christmas event. Was a Christmas event.
You been there, Labby?
Uh, yeah, I've been there. I played like 3 times, and still the
okay,
Windigo part
yeah,
was
yeah. It's
Tade's
like
Big
there's
Brother.
like four sides to it. There's like a couple different like instances that you can go to. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's little the sister, Big Brother.
Yeah,
There's a Christmas event, something like that. Yeah, I played it a couple of times. I think they're like two, no, four. Yeah, it's four.
yeah. There's a
Four pods can go through, and this pod is always fucking me up because I hate so much when I hear something behind me. I
same
hate
man.
it
It
so
fucks
much.
the same. Yo,
Like I look at my fuck.
when I first
I
tried
need to
playing
run.
that, I had my screen door open on my fucking in my apartment, and I had to instantly go and like shut and lock everything because I was like,
You don't want a rake coming in.
yeah, like genuinely fucked with me.
You know what? I think it's I think it's kind of scary, but I don't really know much about this topic though.
Yo,
But I have seen a few, not many, but just a few videos on it. But there's something out there supposedly called like the black-eyed children.
No, I thought you were really gonna say the black eyed peas.
No, the black-eyed children, and
all
supposedly
right, all
these
right, all right, all right, all right, all
All right,
right,
all
all
right, all right, all
supposedly
right,
these
okay,
are
okay,
like
all right. Okay, sorry.
some fucking like
What is happening?
it's kids with pitch
What's up?
black
I
eyes,
think Zaz is the host, but
pure pitch black eyes, and I don't know if they like live out in the fucking woods or
Yeah,
what the fuck. Something. There's some kind of history to these fucking kids. I don't know the history correctly. I don't know too much about it. But apparently, these kids live somewhere or they are seen in certain areas or something
Hey,
like
what's up?
that. And if you. Apparently, they can. Certain sounds or certain things attract them. So there was a guy
okay.
on YouTube that supposedly does an experiment, right?
wait,
And
what are we
he
talking about now? Black Eyed Peas?
no
No, we're
black
talking
eyed
about the black-eyed children.
children.
Let's
Oh,
get it started.
No, I've heard about this, but I
And
largely
Let's
forget
get
what
it
it's about.
started.
so he's supposedly they can hear certain frequencies and stuff that we can't hear, and that these kind of
oh,
frequencies and sounds attract them. And so he gets some kind of, I don't know what, and he's playing a frequency through there. And he decides to just leave his camera in one of his rooms pointing outside towards the fucking windows while he's playing this frequency over a
Wait, is
couple
this like
nights.
just like in general, like anywhere, or like is this like a wood setting?
I
Like,
think
is
it's
this
a wood setting type thing because he
all
does
right?
live,
So
I
it's
do
like
believe
by
he lives
forest
somewhere near the
or like out
woods.
in the boons. All right.
Yeah. So he's just recording and like two, three
Wait,
nights.
before you
Yeah.
continue, is this like topographical? Like, is it like geological location, or is it like anywhere that's
I
near woods?
I don't know, to be honest. I just
Hopefully it's
the
location.
only videos I've seen is with it's like woods type shit. The only videos I've seen
Mhm.
related to them is always some woods kind of thing. So
Okay.
so I don't know exactly
Mhm.
where.
Yeah.
Um, but the first two, 3 nights this guy does his little experiment thing to see if he can attract any. I have no fucking clue why you would even want to attract something like that.
Because he's like
But
insane.
whatever. Nothing happens. Like he fucking just records all night. His fucking porch lights are fucking on. Whatever. Nothing fucking happens. On I think it was like on the fourth night, he finally got some activity. Like his lights are motion censored. So like his lights went on and they were on for a little while, but nothing fucking appeared. He ain't seen nothing. And then I think like another 2 3 days went by, no fucking activity until like the seventh or eighth day, he
The 7th or
finally
8th,
fucking got
Heroes
something.
again.
So
what
then
was it?
the fucking lights come back on, like the motion sensor
Yeah.
lights trip, and as soon as the lights trip, there's a fucking girl standing
no.
there, like she's in the darkness, the lights come on, she's standing there and she's looking into the fucking house. And she's wearing some kind of black clothing. Her eyes definitely do look black. They just look black. And she just fucking stands there. And then the guy like records himself looking at his monitor going through the fucking like overnight footage. And that
Yeah.
fucking girl stood there on his fucking porch like a good 40 something minutes, completely motionless, just
That's a
fucking
whole job.
standing there looking into this guy's house.
I would
Yeah.
have to move.
I played a map one time with black-eyed children.
And then she just fucking leaves.
Oh, I know.
And I was just like, what
Adventure Time
the
episode like
fuck?
that.
I'm
Rad.
like, dude, what the fuck? You live out in the
Shout out to that
woods.
girl. Like,
You live out in the woods, my boy, and some chick just randomly fucking stands on your porch and looks into your house for 45 minutes
Yeah.
motionless.
Nah, I'd have to move.
I'd be
I'd have to
like,
move to a city.
bro, no, 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 no,
Now,
no.
is that apparition going to keep coming back to his place because he played this frequency and now it knows he exists, or like,
Oh,
what kind
fact.
of
I don't
scenarios
know.
that gonna, what's
Now
gonna
you
come from
fucked
that?
up.
I don't know. And I've seen another video where someone else was in the woods. I don't know if they were intentionally
Yeah.
trying to find black-eyed children like that guy was, but I seen another one where somebody was coming through the woods and he felt like he was being followed or watched or something. He like couldn't shake the
Yeah.
feeling. And then at one point he like keeps looking behind him and shit. And then at one point when he looks back, like two fucking kids start coming up on the side of the road, and like he was kind of close to them, and so you could see they literally had just pitch black eyes and they were just coming up. And my dude booked it, bruh. My dude turned the fuck around and he booked it. And I don't blame him. If I saw some shit like
Are
that,
they like,
it
are they
could be
like
faked,
great
of
children
course.
with like void, like eyes devoid of like any kind of presence, or
Like
Yeah,
they're
nah.
just
like,
they're just the
I'm good.
color black. Like where
Like,
your
Nah, I
eyes
need
are
that
normally
in my
yeah,
white, it's
yeah,
all
yeah. So
black,
I'm
and
gonna send you a sketch real
everything
quick.
looks
Open
fucking.
image, a new window. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. No. 1 second. I'm gonna get like just the image file. Open image,
Of
new
all the
tab.
like paranormal stuff, I think that's probably like the one that I've seen the least amount of footage on, and that I've like looked up the least
All right.
amount.
Pull
But I
that up
think
on the
that's
screen. Do
pretty
they look like
fucking.
that?
I think that's pretty fucking weird too. Yeah, exactly like that.
Pull it up. Pull up.
Exactly like that. Like a fucking kid, but just like pitch
Yo,
black fucking eyes.
show everybody that's in chat.
With pitch black eyes, bro.
Yeah. So
Going super Gucci on black-eyed kids.
Yeah,
crazy.
you can look that shit up on YouTube, dude. There's a
Yo,
lot of videos on it.
I'm gonna quickly read the Wikipedia about it if y'all don't mind.
But I have
The Wiki
I
Dicky.
All right, so
I don't
history,
really
while
know them
tabloid
like that.
coverage of these creatures has claimed that tales of black-eyed children have existed since the 1980s. Most sources indicate that legends
I've heard that
originated
too.
from
That's an old thing.
1996 postings written by Texas reporter Brian Bethel on a ghost-related mailing list relating to alleged encounters with black-eyed kids. Bethel describes encountering two such children in Albany,
Albany.
Texas, in 1996, and claims that a second person had a similar unrelated encounter in Portland, Oregon. Of course, it's Portland. Fuck. Bethel's stories have become regarded. Wait, what? Bethel's stories have become regarded as classic examples of creepypasta and gained such popularity that he published a FAQ just to keep up with demand for more info about the new urban legend. In 2012, Brian
fuck?
Bethel told his story on reality TV series Monsters and Mysteries in America. He wrote a follow-up article for the Albany Reporter News describing his experience and maintaining his belief that it was legitimate. In 2012, the horror film Black Eyed Kids was produced with Kickstarter funding.
There's
Its
a
director
movie.
commenting that the creepy
I
children
didn't know
were,
that.
in quotations, an urban legend that's been floating around on internet for years now. I always thought it was fascinating, end quote. A 2013 episode of MSN's Weekly Strange that featured reports of black-eyed children is thought to have helped spread the legend on the internet. During 1 week in September 2014, the British tabloid Daily Star ran 3 sensationalistic front page stories about the alleged sightings of black-eyed children connected to the sale of a supposedly haunted pub in Staffordshire. The paper claimed a shocking rise in sightings around the world. Alleged sightings are taken seriously by ghost hunters, and some of whom believe black-eyed children to be the extraterrestrials, vampires, or ghosts. Science writer Sharon A. Hill wasn't able to find any documentation of black-eyed child encounters, concluding that the tales are passed on as a friend of a friend ghost stories. Hill considered that the legend resembled typical spooky folklore stories, such as the phantom black dog, where the subject is not supernatural, and there may never have been an actual original encounter. Snopes lists the phenomenon as being a legend. Bullshit. Alright, I thought that was gonna get like a lot more saucy than that was, so sorry for wasting y'all's time.
What if what if these supposed black-eyed kids, right, are literally just like some genetic shit?
But why would they
They're
gather
just-
in mass
I
with
don't.
with like the
What if they're in a
different
cult
frequency
thing?
pitches?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never encountered something like that in my life.
I hope
What if the
to
black
never.
eyed peas are
I
black
hope I
eyed
will never
children and
encounter
they're
them.
like wearing contacts to conceal their black eyes?
Or
Man.
they're wearing skins.
Yeah.
What if they bought
Yeah,
Fortnite
Tony.
skins just to blend in?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Well, fuck these bastards.
I mean, how many
It's
people
Britney,
have you
bitch.
actually seen?
That's the last thing I want to hear, dude, in the fucking dark. It's Britney,
It's
bitch.
Britney,
Britney, bitch.
Britney,
Imagine like
I mean,
it's
I'll say
nothing
that
else.
next
Like
time we're alone,
it's
Locke.
Britney, bitch, and then you like fucking delay.
It's like
Great.
right before you put it
Yo,
in.
what is everybody WTFing over?
What? Right before you put it in?
The black-eyed
What?
kids, or it's
Sorry,
Britney.
what?
In chat,
Wait,
everybody's
what? Right
WTFing.
before you put it in? What?
What? Who said that?
What the fuck?
Wait, what is?
Locke
Whoa,
and
what are we
Covenant.
putting in?
I'm so lost.
Whoa. You guys,
Alright,
it's
I'm
Brit.
gonna be right back. I'm gonna mix up some holiday nog,
Say that.
some
Take a
spiced
deep breath.
nog.
It's Britney, bitch.
I'm gonna turn on my
Okay.
photo record so I can still keep up on the conversation when I get back.
Hey, babe. What you want for dinner, man?
So, Locke, I have to ask you,
Hi, Locke 2.0.
have you ever had any kind of experience that
Might just
was
get some news.
out of the ordinary, bro? That you cannot explain, that you
Dude.
think could have possibly been some paranormal
Hey,
shit?
yo, I was a paranormal
You don't want a meal?
investigator in my teen years, and
Really?
I'm a
Happy.
witch. So yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
You got
Oh,
smacked.
fuck.
What?
Fuck. We got a witch with us. God damn.
You didn't know that?
No, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
She
I'm a
she
witch.
possibly made already some voodoo dolls of us, like for
Oh,
the
Oh,
cave,
fuck.
because we're
definitely.
all
She
Oh,
definitely
Spanish
Erica,
got
what
people.
are
voodoo
you,
dolls
That's
for
from
sure.
Marcel?
you,
Why you think
Marcel.
you're getting turned on so much lately? Come on.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fucking cap. That's the biggest cap I've ever heard.
Dude, no. I can hear you
Nah, you see how
smiling. I can hear you
you see how
fucking
defensive
smiling,
Marcel's
Marcel.
getting?
I can
I'm not
fucking
smiling.
hear you smiling.
I'm
Oh
not.
wow,
I'm not.
now you're forcing it
Yeah,
though.
now you're
I'm
forcing
not
it.
smiling.
I can
Uh-huh,
tell.
I'm.
yeah,
I can actually
I
tell
can
you've been
tell.
getting turned on a lot recently, Marcel.
Wait.
I
Maybe it
nailed
is
it.
due to Locke. I
Maybe
think
it
Maybe.
she's
is.
got a hold on you.
Yeah.
I don't cast spells on people without their permission, so don't worry.
So you
Wait, so
say.
Marcel asked for it. Wow.
I mean, maybe he did.
Wow,
He
Marcel,
has
ay,
my
ay, ay.
Marcel,
DMs.
we're getting bold.
Do you want a horny spell? Cause I'll
This is
do
bold
that.
new territory.
We're
The
getting
horny
bold.
spell? What?
Yeah.
What? I want. What?
Do you want a horny spell?
Yeah, just be horny all the time.
No. I want
Do you want to get
fun.
randomly horny and think about me?
Yeah. Do you want to get randomly horny and think about me, Marcel?
I don't want to get think about Locke. I mean the May Locke.
Oh.
While getting horny.
Listen.
No, I don't want to see your face while I'm getting
We're like
horny.
two
I'm like, oh
sides to one
goddamn.
coin. You
Yeah.
can't have one without the other.
If you flip
You
her over,
can't
you'll see
have
me.
one
If you
without
flip
two.
me
Yeah,
over,
like
you'll see her.
if you're hitting it
Alright,
doggy
alright.
style and you try to swap to missionary, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, like
I
you,
don't think that's how
you
that works,
can't
guys.
do it, bro.
You can't. It's
You
two
can't
sides
have
to one
one without the
coin.
other, bro.
I think y'all
I'm
are
sorry,
making up your
Jay.
own rules here.
Then this will not work with us. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. You're
We
too young
can
for
make
me
it work.
anyway.
We can make it
Wow,
work.
now I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt.
Wow.
My little
No.
baby
I
heart.
know.
Yeah, you're a child,
I
so.
said you're a
I'm
baby
a
bitch.
child? What the fuck? Okay, now
I
it's
said you're a
getting
bitch
ridiculous.
baby.
No,
Wow, you
she
wanna
said
fight,
you're a
Marcel? You
child.
wanna throw
Now it
hands?
A
now it's
child
getting
of a
ridiculous.
I'm
child
drunk enough to
of
throw hands. We
a
can throw
child
hands.
of God, and we cannot we
I'm not a fucking child. What the
we
fuck?
cannot ruin your purity. Okay.
It's true.
Yeah, if you hang around with me, it's gonna
I'm not a
happen.
virgin killer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to be your first, Marcel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
She's
deserve better.
bad, man.
Sorry, Marcel.
I need you to go out there in the world and gain some experience,
Yeah,
bro.
you have to know what you're doing before you go down on this.
Oh shit.
All right.
You don't want to embarrass yourself.
Yeah,
Oof.
for sure. You don't want to get there and just be like, "Oh, my bad." Anyway, ghosts.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghosts.
Ghost
Yeah,
is
I've
bad.
had plenty of paranormal experiences. I've had a lot. Um,
Same.
including at one point. Now at this point, this is so far long ago that like I don't know. Like I'm so far removed from it at this point, but
Oh, this is Marcel.
um,
Yeah.
being stalked by some kind of like negative shadow energy, and then we did a ritual and bound it in a box.
Really?
Um, and then
Oh, the
destroyed
blood
the
clot.
box. Yeah.
Wow.
There's actually, if I may interject, one of my homies, speaking about the paranormal, so he would constantly, day after day, day in and day out, he's an Aboriginal, right? So he's a Native American, so he would constantly, day in and day out, have dreams, and then throughout the day, live out the exact same thing that happened in his dreams.
That's
To the point
Yeah.
where he was growing tired of life because everything was like a endless Groundhog Day. He would experience a day during his dreams and then go out and live it out, and like everything would be like to the T exactly what happened. So we ended up going to like an Aboriginal shaman, and the dude like said you need to be spiritually grounded. So he like hit the dude in his chest and like did some weird shit and like pretty much pulled his soul back into his body because he had too much like anime
Negative
style
energy.
spirit energy leaking from his fucking
Yeah.
skull. But yeah,
What the
so
fuck?
he'd like see shit. He doesn't believe in the paranormal, but he said like this definitely like opened him up to like believing in some shit a little bit more because he actually legitimately 100% had to be spiritually grounded
Yeah, that shit ain't normal.
because his energy was too big.
Nasty. That's pretty cool.
He couldn't handle the power of
Kind
a
of sounds
Super
like
Saiyan,
getting
bro.
a chiropractic alignment,
Yeah, but for your show.
but for your fucking soul.
Hey, Locke, so
That's
tell
cool
me
though.
about, cause look, I have an uncle, right? And this guy fucking shout out to my uncle Jose, I love you if you ever watch this. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm sure
trying
your
not to
uncle's
speak
watching this
badly on
too.
your. I'm trying not to speak badly on your name, but you have engaged in some shit that I am shaky on. So he used to be like, or I don't know if he still is. So I don't know if "used to" is the correct word, but at the time that I was around him a lot, he was into, uh, like Wicca stuff, right? But not just
Yeah.
Wicca. He was also into like I don't know. I guess like all different
Shout
kinds
out
of.
Wiccaface Springs Eternal. Check out his music. It's fucking bomb.
He was
Alright,
into
sorry,
like all
continue.
different like levels of spirituality, I guess, and
Legit.
like
Yeah.
different levels of fucking I don't know, just stuff, right? Because he also had fucking Ouija boards. He also learned how to read the tarot cards and would do it. And sometimes his readings would be kind of accurate, like a little, suspiciously accurate
A
and
little too
close
accurate.
and whatever. Yeah, to like the fucking questions that I'm asking myself mentally, like for the reading and whatnot. He fucking went out and got this book about like the keys of Solomon, and then the fucking
Yeah.
this other thing about the fucking like seven, I don't know, gates or some shit. Like he fucking bought like these statues that all represented like different guardians for fucking elements and all this stuff. And he got so much shit, and he was so deep into all this other shit. Um, this guy even went to the point as to worshiping an Egyptian god, uh,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
and making a pact with it because he was saying, like, eventually later on down the line, he said that a friend was in trouble and whatever, whatever, and he wanted to do such and such thing for a friend, but I guess it was like something that was maybe out of his reach or was not possible. But he
Yeah.
wanted that, and so he made a pact. But of course, to do this pact or ritual, whatever, you have to offer up something on your end. It's
Hmm.
not like a fucking free, get what you
Was
Ain't
it?
no
want.
free ride.
Yeah,
Can't get no
so
free Randy.
he offered this god, I can't remember, I think it was Seth. He offered the god Seth to get a tattoo of him on his body. Um, and so
Yeah. All
then,
right. Yeah. Seth was the jackal god.
Oh,
so
isn't that
Spell
like
Set.
Anubis's father or some shit?
Also
yeah,
known as
something like
Set.
that.
No, also known as Seth, and Setek was the Egyptian god of war, chaos and storms, brother of Osiris, Isis, and Horus, the elder, uncle of Horus, the youngster, the brother, husband, and Nephthys. His
Nasty. Yeah, no,
other
it is
consort
Anubis's
was the
father.
goddess Tawaret,
Yeah, I
a
think
hippo-headed
it was like some
deity
dog
who,
looking type
Yeah.
fucking
yeah,
god. And then
yeah,
so he offered to get the tattoo. He did the ritual thing. I think I slightly remember the day he did it. He said that he was gonna fucking go to the bathroom and do something, and that no matter what, I should not fucking go to the bathroom or interrupt him
So,
or whatever the fuck. And I was like, ah, yeah, whatever. I don't, do your thing.
deadass.
your
And
uncle.
so uh, he went to the bathroom and he lit his candles and did whatever he was supposed to fucking do. This
Yeah,
guy took some pictures while he was fucking looking at himself in the mirror and all this shit. And I cannot deny that in one of the photos, all of them are absolutely clean except one. In one of the photos, there definitely appears to be some kind of bigger black silhouette thing behind
Chill out,
him.
bro.
I'm no bullshit. And it had two glowing blue eyes somewhere above him, but the
Nah,
eyes
chill
were
out, bro.
spread further apart than human eyes. They were not at the same distance.
All
And
right,
so it
like
was
kind of
like this.
like how like a dog head would be, like how they're kind of like on the side of the head instead of on the front of the head,
Yeah. So
Chill out, bro.
giving the
You're
appearance that
bugging
they're
right now.
further spread out.
and so he strongly believes that that was the god or spirit or whatever that he was making the pact with. He believes
Nah,
that that
chill out,
was the
bro. That's
thing.
crazy.
I can see the silhouette and I can see the eyes. There's no denying it. But I personally don't know what it fucking was, so I can't really say. Um,
Nah, you just did though. It's okay.
I don't know, dude. It looks like that's what it could possibly be, but I just don't know. And he did tell me that what he wanted to get done was fucking done.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Well,
I don't know if it was done because that's just how life was going to go anyway, and it would have been done whether he did or did not do this fucking pact, or if it happened specifically because he did this fucking pact.
hmm, not sure, bro.
Like
Okay,
wait,
Locke,
so you're
yeah,
saying like
go do that.
this thing would have like made itself apparent in the photos whether or not he made the pact, or
No, no, no. Like, I
things would
think it
have
made itself
happened?
apparent in that one photo, but what I'm saying is the results that
Yeah.
he wanted.
So did the results that he wanted
Yeah,
come
they
to
came
fruition?
true. Yeah,
All right.
that's
So
what I'm arguing about.
like his friend was like helped then,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
right? Just wait, like so he foresaw some events through the tarot cards, and he wanted to protect his friend from whatever was going to happen.
No, no,
Is what
Well,
you're
his
saying.
friend was going through some shit. I was just bringing up tarot
Okay.
cards because he does them now. But his
Okay.
friend was going through some shit. He wanted to help his friend, but I guess like what he wanted to do or how he wanted to help was out of his reach, not something he could
Yeah.
do. So that's
so he
why
had to
he
pray
made,
to the god.
yeah, that's why he had to pray or make this pact with that god
That's
or that
that's
being to get
makes
done
sense.
what he wanted done. He did it. He fucking got the tattoo. He did his little ritual, I guess, or pact. He got his
Well, shit, I hope it
picture.
worked out for him.
And what he wanted to be done was done.
Alright,
Now,
good for
what
him.
I'm saying is, I don't know if, like, maybe what he wanted to be done was going to be done anyways,
Mhm.
because that's just the
Yeah.
way life might
Regardless
have
of his
rolled.
intervention.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or if it
you
was
never know.
done because of what he did, his pact, you know?
Yeah, but now you'll never know.
Yeah, there's no way to know that.
No.
Tell your friend his
Yo,
magic is weak.
Lock,
That's how
his
your friend in
friend was his
powerful
uncle.
You, yeah.
witchcraft.
It was his
Bye.
uncle.
Yeah, that was my uncle, Locke. Not my friend, my uncle. Fuck your uncle.
Yeah. Don't
That
fuck
dude
your
is
uncle.
shit. Yeah, I don't want to fuck my uncle, bro.
Uh,
Hey yo.
I don't know, dude.
All right, Lock. See you in a bit.
Because there's definitely things in life that, like, I feel like they happen, like, I don't know, like if you were a little kid and you were going to school and your mom like
Yeah.
prayed to God, like please let my son get home safe today, and then I feel like maybe you were going to fucking get home safe that day anyway, whether she fucking prayed or not. But she
I don't
thinks in
Yeah.
her head that because she prayed and you happened to
it
make it home
glorified her
safely,
belief
Oh
in
well, that's the
this,
problem with
yeah,
religious
like
people.
this,
she then believes
mechanism.
it was fucking God.
True.
So
When it comes to religion, I don't believe in the dogma, but I do believe it's important to have spirituality.
Yeah,
I don't,
spirituality is
but what
cool.
I'm trying to say is I don't know if that was the
Like I'm
case with what
spiritually
my uncle
connected to the
did.
planet,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
but fuck all that other shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, that's a whole nother conversation one day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel.
But yeah, nah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I get you.
I feel like we should touch on religion, but not this podcast. But at some point we should touch on it. But I feel like that's also going to be a touchy thing because
Yeah.
people are sensitive on that. I'm
Yeah,
very open
you might
about
get
it.
your
Yeah.
fucking Twitch
People
and
can
Twitch
put
game.
faith in whatever they so
No,
wish to.
I
They don't judge
exactly.
anybody
Yeah.
for
That's how
anything.
I feel. I feel like you can
There's
believe whatever the
thousands
fuck you want
upon
to believe.
thousands.
If it makes you fucking happy, fucking go for it. Like,
Yeah.
Let it
but
ride then.
just don't try to force me to believe the same thing that you believe.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
don't
was
care
born
about
and
that.
raised Catholic, but I don't even I'm not even a strong believer of my own thing. So like, there's no way that you'll get me to believe in your thing if I don't even believe in mine. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if anything, if more than anything, I fear the existence of God. I fear if he's real. You know what I mean? But
Yo, has anybody watched the movie Prometheus?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
actually had a
more of an
long
alien
conversation with
movie.
some friends
Yeah,
about
you didn't
this.
know it was a alien movie until the very end. Yeah, so like, what if like the Anunnaki? Going back to the alien podcast for a
The
second before we
Anunnaki.
drop back to the paranormal. Yeah, the Anunnaki, how they like apparently like came to the planet, like they needed workers, so they made it with Neanderthal and created like human life and whatever. And how we kind of branched off of that, like that's kind of fucking really interesting to think about.
That makes mad
But
sense.
yeah, anyways, back to the paranormal.
Yeah, we could be that same thing right now.
We could be. We really could be. You never know.
It could be aliens
You
came
maybe
here and
never
was like,
know.
"Hey, we need some fucking workers."
Send them up.
Go back to Africa. Hello there.
Oh
We
man.
need some workers there.
Yikes.
Yikes, sorry.
No, but it's pretty interesting to think that like apparently our genealogy stemmed from like the plains of Africa back when the world was like Pangea, like everything was connected.
Everything was connected, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to think about. But anyways, yeah, bringing it back to paranormal.
Paranormal, yeah, paranormal. Dude, there's so many. If
Paranormal
I don't
activity.
know if y'all have ever watched the channel Nuke's Top 5 on YouTube,
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
but this
Enlighten me.
guy, I feel like this guy genuinely, like, he posts some of the most genuine fucking videos.
He
Because
does.
like, he, has millions of subscribers and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But so like, I'm sure people send him shit all the time. All his stuff is just like submissions, like clips off of fucking Reddit or Twitter, Instagram, fucking. He's even put up shit from like 4chan and like dark web shit once in a while that he'll, somebody will send him that's appropriate that he can actually put up on YouTube. Um, and I feel like he gathers like the most. I feel like he gathers the biggest collection of the most genuine looking shit, and he puts it in a video. He puts it out in a video every week of like the top 5 like most genuine shits that he was submitted the week prior or whatever the fuck. And I've been watching this dude now for like a fucking year or two, and I got to say that like his channel is where I've seen the clips of like the live streamers who catch shit and whatever, because he puts it up there. He puts
Yeah,
the
he
link of the
hosts it.
live streamer, so like you can even go watch the VOD and all that bullshit yourself if you want to. And he always drops the links for everything of anything that he's fucking posted up, if it has a link, because there are a few rare instances every now and
That have
then,
been taken down.
yeah, that have been taken down, or like he cannot find the original owner to something. That like a video is so old, like you can't. There's no way to like trace it back to who fucking put it up.
Mhm.
But he definitely, I would say that since I started watching his channel, I guess that's what's mainly kind of opened my mind to like, you know what, maybe some other shit really fucking is out there, dude. Because
Yeah, you
I've
never know.
seen so much shit in some of these videos that I just I have no explanation for. I don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
I
A
just
lot of
don't, bro.
unexplained shit, bro.
I'll have to check his stuff out sometime.
No, you definitely should. If you're trying to see some good ass fucking paranormal shit that like could make you question, genuinely question, you should watch that channel, dude. I've seen a fucking video like, dude, some kid thought his fucking dorm room was haunted, bro, and he fucking
Yeah.
goes into his dorm room, and he's in his little room with his mattress, and he walks over to another fucking room, and the light is off in the other room, and there's literally a mattress just leaning on the wall in the other room,
Yeah.
and no fucking joke, the mattress just literally lifts itself up into the air and moves
Oh, fuck.
around and then comes back down on the ground.
All right, I
And
have
he
something kind of similar to that
and
after
he
you're done
goes
saying what you're
into the
saying.
room, like he finishes peeking around the corner shit in the room. There's no one
Yeah,
in the fucking room. Obviously, no strings would be able to do that either. Like lift the whole
Yeah.
fucking and bring it down, whatever. Then a fucking door slams next to him, and he goes in the fucking bathroom, and he looks. There's nobody in the bathroom. Like just so much shit that like I don't know, dude. If a fucking door shuts in, slams in one way, you could think like, okay, someone's got a string on the fucking doorknob. But that
or
means the
it's
string
like
has to be
a
on the
weird.
opposite side of the doorknob if the door
Yeah,
closes the opposite way.
yeah,
And then if I immediately open the fucking doorknob, like, and there's nobody there, who's pulling the fucking string? You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I get
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying. I
Unless
get what
people are creating like some Home Alone 2 type trap mechanisms and shit, I don't fucking know, bro. But that's
you're
some
saying.
really elaborate shit to try and make a fake video.
So was the door partially closed to begin with, or was it fully open and then swing shut?
No, it's like partially open and then it swings shut.
Okay, so what could have happened was a breeze. I
Yeah.
know with like a negative kind of pressure in like the washroom, but
Yo,
if the door
guys, I'm
was,
gonna
or
hop
if the
off
window,
because I cannot go on VR right now because I need
yeah,
to
no
do something
worries,
with
Oh
K-dubs.
yeah, no,
no
cause you've been
worries.
here the whole
Alright.
time. It's cool.
But
No, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
You even though
So
you only been here like 25% of the fucking time,
I
Marcel.
was listening, man. I don't have anything to say much about like ghosts and stuff like that. I'm
Just
not
Yeah,
tell
touching
me
bro.
how
paranormal.
fucking
Like
so
afraid you are,
we
bruh.
haven't
you
had enough time
you
to
I
don't
was
like
have
never
for
any
ghost
touched like
yet.
experiences.
my booty hole was never touched by a ghost or something like
Hey,
that.
yo,
You
Wait,
never
not
why'd
a
touched
you
ghost.
by an
why'd you
angel.
bring up your
Fuck
booty
you.
hole though specifically and
No one's
being
even
touched in
talking
your
about
I
what?
that.
feel like there
Nobody
might
said
be some
anything about
suppressed
that.
memories there.
Yeah, dude.
Suppressed,
There's
suppressed
something
childhood
lying
memories.
underneath.
The booty hole.
All right,
Bro,
That's
Marcel.
called the
But
rest.
yeah,
All
That's
right,
hey
called the
Marcel,
Marcel.
resting
Hey,
bitch.
look,
have a wonderful evening.
just
I'll probably see you in VR later if
DM me,
you're
bro.
having
I'll
a
hear
party.
you out.
Okay.
yeah, I'm out. It's too much. Have a good
Okay,
one,
see you
right? I hope you
later.
have fun, have talking about ghosts, and
Yeah, yeah.
I hope Locke,
And your booty hole.
you get your ghost tonight in your bed
Yeah.
and fucking shit your pants.
Oh
We're gonna
man.
talk about
Oh
ghosts and
All
man.
right,
booty holes.
Marcel.
Have a good
I
one.
hope that
Bye.
if
Marcel,
I hop on VR chat
you're
later,
wonderful.
I hope that you will finally have found someone to spend the rest of your life with there. All right.
Okay, fuck off.
All
Wow.
right, all right, all right. So I have a story. I have a
Wow.
story. I have a story. So
Oh.
real life experiences. All right. So you know how I used to work at Azumi's, right?
Oh, okay.
So this one time we were doing inventory, right? None of the shelving is angular whatsoever. Everything's super flat. There's no like so okay, so there's this shelf around the top side of the store, right? That's what houses all the shoe boxes. We have everything on the main floor. We have nothing in the back, specifically for safety reasons, so that we don't dip in the back and nobody jacks our shit while we're going back there to like
Mm.
look for shit. So we were doing inventory one night. All the boxes were aligned perfectly on the shelves. Nothing was misset or anything. There was no possible way that this box could fall off and hit me in the shoulder. But literally coming out of the back door, opening the door, a box fell and fucking slammed me in the shoulder and took my shoulder out for the rest of the night. My voice is going. So another time, it happened while multiple people were in the store, and we always say that like that shop was haunted because
Mhm.
I kid you not, like this one part of the store that has no draft whatsoever. There's no ventilation pointing at the area. A T-shirt on the top rack, like on the out facing shit, literally comes off, floats into the middle of the store, and then fucking drops.
Oh god.
Real
Oh
shit.
damn.
Yeah, there was like 3 of us there that witnessed it.
Yeah, I'd get the fuck on out of there.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
be
kind
like,
of
look,
fucked.
I'm done. I'm not that. I'm not
Listen,
that.
I gotta
Like,
go.
I'd be like
yeah,
the you know how they
shit. We had a shop ghost.
Alright, I'm out.
you know how like there's that stereotypical thing now in movies where black people sometimes are like, oh no, not me. I'm not that white guy who want to go inspect shit. Like I'm out. and you know what I'm saying? That would be me, dude. I'd be like, nah, I'm not that white dude who wants to. I'm not that white dude who's like, what was that? Oh my
What would it
god,
look? What
we
it
have to
was?
look
Let's go,
into
guys. We gotta
this.
go investigate.
I'm like, nah, dude. I'm that dude who was born and raised in the hood, and I know better. And when some funky shit goes down, I'm like, hey, yo, I'm out, bro.
We
This is
need to
not for
split
me.
up.
This is not for me. Mm-mm.
Ugh.
You be that
Yeah,
guy.
man.
You be that guy. I'm out, dude. I'm gone. Like, I'll see you tomorrow if you survive. All right? Tell me about it. Tell me about your fucking experience tomorrow, guy. I don't know, dude. Paranormal shit. I kind of want to experience something, but at the same time, it's like
What you have
something.
to do is open yourself up to it, you know?
Yeah, but I don't want to do it here. I want to go far the fuck away from my home. Go experience some shit far the fuck away, and then come
Apparently,
back and live in
apparently they
peace.
say if you open yourself up to the experiences, it's a lot harder to get away from it again. That's why, like, when I was younger and I always used to hear this shit or like see some shit, I always like was like, nah, like I'm just gonna ignore it. And the more you ignore it, the less
Mm,
likely it is that you're gonna open up these experiences to yourself. So they say.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, who
That's what I
knows
be
what's
doing,
gonna
bro.
happen
I
if
be
you
trying to
open
ignore
that
them
fucking
shits.
gate in your mind.
But
If it's a thing.
one day I do want to go somewhere that's supposedly haunted and see. You know what I'm saying? See if I see anything, if I experience anything, if we catch anything on
Come to
tape,
Southern Ontario. Go to Niagara on the Lake. You might
if we
experience some
fucking
shit.
record any voices
There's a
on the
lot
fucking
of history
things.
there. The voice
Oh,
boxes.
well, bros. 9 o'clock.
You about to
I
get
gotta
out,
get out of
Shorty?
here. Indeed, I am.
Damn, bruh. I mean, we have been here for a fucking hot minute, bruh.
Yeah, would have been like 3 hours. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
2
much.
hours at least.
Yeah, no. What time did we start, actually? What was it, like
We started at like
5:30-ish?
6 something.
Or
Start about
6?
5:30ish.
No,
Yeah,
kinda.
bro.
Yeah, so it
I
has
gotta
been.
order dinner and shit right now.
Righteous.
Yeah, I better get some chino.
Dude, I had 2 veggie burgers before jumping on, so
That Chinese food, bro?
I didn't got shit.
now I'm drinking some winter nog with some cognac.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
Gotta get
hell yeah.
some.
you've never seen Labby's fridge. Labby, oh my god.
Yo, Labby.
Hmm.
Show us your fridge real quick.
His shit is packed with liquor. The last time he showed me, oh my god.
The camera's not.
This man
Cable from the
drinks.
camera is sadly not so long.
Keg W, yo. Switch the mobile
Got
real
that.
quick.
Got
He
that.
he drinks this shit like it's fucking Gatorade. Like it's nothing to him, bruh. He doesn't
It's
dehydrate from
dude.
drinking, bruh. He rehydrates, bruh. His body works different.
He's different
Ah,
from us.
just experience.
Yeah,
It's
he's just built different. Don't worry about it.
He's built differently, bruh. If he
Yeah.
doesn't drink
Right.
liquor, he actually dehydrates.
when I don't drink on the weekend. No.
Damn.
That's what's happening.
You get your carbs. You get like
Mhm.
everything else.
Well, gentlemen, this was fun. We will
Definitely.
gather again next Friday.
Yeah.
What are you thinking the subject for next Friday will be?
I don't know,
The
actually.
occult. I'm
The
down.
cult
I'm
shit?
down for some. I'm down for the
Yo,
dark
I'm
web
down
and
for
the
some occult
There
shit.
you go.
down for the
Ooh.
dark web
Not
and
talking
the
about the dark web because it's not stream appropriate because there's a lot of
Yeah.
fucking sketchy shit, but definitely we can
true,
speak
but you
about
know what I
occult
mean.
shit.
The dark side.
The
Yo,
deep
but man, I
side.
send you a picture.
You want to talk
deep
about the
side.
darkness.
The darkness.
That's what you want to talk. You want to talk
And
about the
we can
dark.
talk about various other paranormal. Not paranormal, but supernatural.
I mean,
beings.
usually the occult shit is tied to some
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
yeah. So it's
Oh,
pretty
I have,
appropriate to.
I have a couple really interesting things that we can bring up.
I'll try and
bro.
do. I'll try and
Not
do a
lot,
little.
but I have a couple.
I'll try and do a
interesting
little
things.
research on some shit.
Yeah, yo, do some research.
Righteous.
Look up some.
Yeah, I'll try to find
shit.
some content myself as well.
Yeah, I'm down.
Like
We got a whole week.
I know for sure that I seen some shit. You know that guy Alex Jones, the big conspiracy dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was at a fucking thing one time, like
Oh
really
yeah.
long
Are we
ago.
talking about the fucking garden?
Yeah, garden thing. Yeah, yeah, he was there. He
Uh,
like got in and he fucking got footage and all this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Bro, so yeah, yeah.
Be careful what you talk about.
Yeah.
Be careful what you talk about.
Oh my god. Could you
We're gonna have a
imagine?
good talk. We're gonna have a good talk,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
a good talk, bro.
let's also touch on like the Oculus Nubis conspiracy as well.
We're gonna hit some shit next week.
but the next time it will be on VR or still on Discord.
Yeah, bro. Do what you gotta do.
I don't know. See, we were supposed to this week, Zaz. We were supposed to do the first podcast from within VR, because we were gonna
Hey,
do that. Because Rye brought that up as an idea, but
that'd
then
be
Then
cool.
everyone kind of
you
bailed.
were gonna come on for the first time, and Air was supposed to come on for the first time.
Yeah, it was supposed to come on, but
So I was
he
like,
forgot. But that's all right.
nah.
I'll
You know
remind him
what?
next week.
I
I'll
was like,
remind him next
nah.
week.
They're coming on for the first time, so I don't want to do it in VR. I want to like do it just
Mhm.
regular since
Yeah.
it's their first time. But I think maybe for next week, yeah, maybe we could do it in VR. Actually,
Overnight.
that kind of makes me want to like, I should probably go in VR and look for like a podcast world to see if there is
Yeah,
any.
that is
That'd be
fun.
And
cool.
yeah, and we can talk from fucking VR. I'll set up the camera
Yo,
somewhere
if
in the
you
room so it can like see all of us as we're talking, and I'll just have like the
if
Discord overlay thing so people know who's talking when we talk.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. There's also, if you wanted to have it as like a first person perspective from your angle, you could also set up the VR chat window within your OBS so that you can have it with a green screen background, so that you can like have yourself in frame, like your avatar in frame, as well, like in your bottom corner, as well
I
as
don't know
like
how to do
VTuber
that yet.
style. I can show you. It's really
Yeah, you'd have
straightforward.
to
Yeah.
show me how to do that.
Yeah, and then yeah, you can have like yourself in frame with an onlooking perspective from your camera, as well as like you're looking at everybody as they're talking.
Yeah.
And Sean will just be in the Discord call with us because he doesn't have VR chat. So
Word.
all
Yo,
the rest of
just get
us
VR chat,
will
bro.
be
Do you have a
in
PC?
VR.
No,
No, he
that's the
No.
doesn't.
reason
That's
why
the
not.
reason why. Yeah.
No worries, no worries, no worries.
But he can just still be in the Discord thing, and I could probably like
Right.
get his face or whatever from Discord and just put it somewhere like in a corner of the
Yeah,
the
definitely.
corner of the
Somewhere
screen
there.
somewhere. I'll put
Hang
it
down
somewhere
somewhere,
in the
bro.
corner of the screen, and people will still see him
Yeah.
talk because I'll have the overlay
You can
thing
add
on.
you can add a window feed and then just shrink it down and have them in the corner.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hang
And
down
there are
somewhere,
one or
hang
two
down.
people that are kind of that they're like shy about getting on the Discord podcast. And they don't want to show, they don't feel
Yeah,
comfortable or
they don't
whatever.
have
So
to.
they've told me that if we do it in VR, they'd be down to like come to the VR one, but they don't want to
Righteous,
hop in
righteous.
the Discord one. So
Yeah,
if we go in VR, we'll also have slightly a little more people because then those people will
hells
feel
yeah.
more comfortable to jump on and get in the thing with us.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could like
Bet, bro.
yeah, that's gonna be pretty rad, man.
Sounds like a good idea.
And then, like you said, Air can come next time too, so that's even more
Yeah,
people. And
definitely.
I'm down to get, if anybody else fucking takes any kind of interest in fucking joining us, I'm down for other people, who are willing to have some actual fucking conversation to
Mhm.
hop in.
The more people there are in the podcast, the better it is. More opinion, different
Yeah,
opinion.
more opinion, more stories, more
I
talk.
can do that. Just a little bit.
Yo, yeah, you gotta commit to your mustache. It's a 10-year commitment. It's my longest relationship. I'm not afraid of commitment. I'm afraid of wasting my time, so I gotta grow a mustache. It only gives me a little bit of sass, so
Nah.
just work on it, my dude.
Nah, maybe
cut it. Don't cut
Maybe
it,
I'm
don't trim
thinking
it,
about
just
it.
style it.
I think about it.
Yeah, so I guess
wax it to the sides.
I guess we'll end it here then. And
Yeah, bro. I mean,
It's been an absolute
that's
pleasure.
it.
Thank you
Yeah.
kindly for having me on.
it's been
Yeah,
nice
bro.
having you. Thank you for coming on. And
We're here every Friday.
yeah,
It's just,
every
I'll be here
Friday.
next time. Actually, I'll be at my cottage. So, oh wait, next Friday. No, we'll be back from the cottage. So
I
yeah,
do-
I'll
I
I
do
mean,
want to
Next Friday
say,
will be difficult,
I'm
to be
not gonna
honest.
have as nice of a mic. I'll be using my headset mic because
I
I
do want
can't
to
record
say
my
though
entire
that
setup. But
not
yeah,
next Friday, and not the
yeah.
Friday after, because the next two
Oh
Fridays,
shit! Actually, wait a minute.
the
Not
next two
next
Fridays are
Friday. Is
Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, next Friday is Christmas, so we're actually
So
probably not gonna
yeah, I would
Discord that
like
day.
to, but I don't know how many people would be available. I'll be
Yeah.
available.
Maybe we could do the next day.
I'll be
Honestly,
available. Yeah, the next day, I guess we could do it Saturday, if anything, if like,
we
cause
could we could
Christmas, I
just push it
assume
back just
people
for
are
Yo,
gonna
that
I'd be
be.
able
week.
to do it Saturday night because I'll be back like at my house in yeah, like
Okay,
Christmas Day's Eve, like the night of Christmas Day, I'll be back in town, so I'll 100% be able to
okay,
come
so
on out.
maybe Saturday night then. Yeah, maybe Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just for that week, and
Yeah,
then the next week is New
but
Year's. But I
but
don't
what
know.
I wanted to
New Year's
say
Day isn't
was,
as serious for me.
yeah,
what I
but
wanted to
if
say was not next week or the week after, like
yeah,
the one after that. I think that I might, uh, if people are okay with it, I might want to replace the podcast night, that one podcast, with a game night in VR chat.
hey, that'd be a lot of fun. We could play like
Because the thing is,
I'm
like
gonna have to
we
like go
start
over
on
it
the
to
earlier
check.
side normally for because of Marcel and Labby, like they're like 6 hours
Yeah.
ahead, so we try to start earlier. That way, they can be included. We're trying to make sure the boys, the homies, are included. Um,
Yeah.
so, but the next 2 weeks is kind of bad because a lot of people are
Mm.
fucking busy with family and doing all their stuff. But after that, I was thinking we could do the first game night thing in VR chat. And since we're starting early too, and it's the weekend, it shouldn't really interfere with any parties or anything. Because I know most parties
Yeah,
in VR chat start like around like 10, 11,
Yeah.
like sometimes 9. They
Yeah,
start on the
St. John's
later
video
end.
parties on Saturdays. They start out around 9 p.m. I think, maybe as early as 8. They start gathering the Gaggle gang so that the European homies can hang out for a bit as well. But yeah, I mean, like anytime's good.
Yeah, so I was thinking of doing that, replacing a podcast thing with a game night. Because
Yeah, I'm
I've
down.
spoken a lot about the game night thing in general chat before.
Yeah, and
So,
yeah, on Fridays parties start at 11 EST. So
oh yeah, so then we have more than enough time
yeah, we
before
have so
people.
much time. If it's on a
No, yeah.
Saturday, they start as early as 9 p.m. On a Friday, they always start at 11 p.m.
Plus, since it's so
EST.
far ahead of time, people can, you know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
can get
People can make
prepared,
sure that they leave that little time block or whatever
wake up a little later,
empty in their
sit there a bit.
schedule. Yeah.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
you, lab.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, y'all. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
yo,
gonna
it's
get
been a
off.
blast. Yo,
And
thanks to everybody in chat that came on out.
yeah,
alright, it was
yeah.
fun.
Thank you, thank you. I feel like we have some fucking lurkers, bro.
You
Yeah.
always do, bro.
Always do, right?
Yo,
Always
I'm a lurker
do.
myself. I appreciate the lurkers. Lurkers are will make up most of fucking Twitch. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
no, yeah. I appreciate you. Even whether you're lurking or not, I appreciate you, bro. But
Thank
At
you.
least they're lurking.
what's it called? I might hop in VR chat in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping into
Yeah.
VR chat. It's currently 9:13. I'm gonna hang out, do some pre-drinking with
I
Air.
gotta
Actually,
fucking.
yo, join off me, Haru. We're gonna be hitting up Air and Minty Cats. They're doing a video night or whatever while we're pre-drinking, waiting for the party to open up.
Okay.
Enjoy. Have a good night.
Alright, bro. Alright, yo.
Alright,
I'll see
I'm gonna
you
see y'all.
guys.
Peace
I'll
out,
see
everybody.
you. Hey,
Yes,
Labby.
yeah.
Are you gonna be on VR chat, Labby, or not?
Yeah, but I don't know how long I will be online, to be honest.
Ah, damn. Yeah, I know it's late as fuck
Yeah,
for you.
it's yeah. I mean, yeah, it's
Yo,
3:14.
you
So
should come out to one of the parties one of these nights. So we have a lot of you homies that come out. There's a lot of really awesome people. I think you'd enjoy your time. But that being said, it's entirely up to your discretion.
no, when I'm not sleeping, yeah,
Yeah.
depends on that. And that for me is always a problem on Fridays. Like
Yeah.
I'm working the whole day. I mean, I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and
You just gotta
work
make sure you're not
until.
doing anything on Saturday. That way you can sleep in.
Yeah, I mean, on
Yeah.
Saturday I'm
Eventually, down the
always.
line. Down the line.
I mean, on Saturday I'm always like stay awake and watch till 6 or
Yeah.
7 a.m. So
Hey,
like,
perfect. Party start at 11 p.m. EST.
so yeah, then I'm still awake. I don't know how drunk I am then, but
Yeah,
it
true.
depends.
Alright, yo.
But I send you a picture from my fridge.
Yo, awesome. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yo, next time you're on VR chat, feel free to add me up as well. It's just lowercase I, lowercase a, lowercase m,
Yeah.
capital XAZ, and then it's just like the picture of my
I'll-
fucking mustache, my same
I'll
profile
I'll,
picture.
I'll get you to meet him, Labby. I'll send you an invite when I'm with him,
Righteous.
Okay.
and then you can just friend him right there on the spot.
It's like adding tag. It's easy.
Yeah, it's much easier.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay, then see you later.
Alright.
Peace
I'll
out.